Busters with Liz, Danny, Brando, and Tom.
Hey, kid!
Welcome to Ball Busters, a show for fans by fans. From who's hot, like Tom Brady and Giannis, to who's not, like those flaming Suns. To what's on the menu for the tailgate. Everything in between and all around. I'm your dual threat quarterback, Danny Feedback. Lining up way too close behind me is our running back, the guru of good brew, Brando. Let's drink some brew. Flanked out wide is our diva receiver, Big T, Little Odd. Here I am. And our star player today, the man who never gets the credit, our producer, Dirt.
The man who does not want the credit.
So should we call him Clay? How about Sand?
If you have a sport, chances are we will bust your balls. A chaotic start today, pre-game. We've been going through some trials and tribulations. Breakers popping left and right. Finally got the fryer cooking. The wings are down.
It's old man Brando's problem. He started coffee and screwed the whole place up.
Yeah, I needed a little cup of coffee after my afternoon nap.
Wow, man.
You're supposed to be in Costa Rica.
I know. Let's just pretend like I went.
No, because I can't. I got some questions about Costa Rica.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be able to answer those questions in like December of later this year. When I will get my chance to go.
You got an extra ticket?
Yes. Not yet.
The Dolphin game's looking really unlikely now.
I might be able to find one for you.
All right, we'll figure something out.
Hiding in the cigar box.
Hey, done it before.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Todd?
Not a whole lot. Just been watching a lot of soccer here again.
Did you open up your ring?
My ring?
Yeah.
Not yet. I wasn't on the team. They didn't give their most loyal fan a championship ring too. They're like, all right.
You didn't get a ring for streaking? Open it up, see your little pecker?
I was expecting to see myself on the inside of the ring, really.
Just Todd.
Like all this gold, and then there's this pasty thing in the middle. What the?
Did you see? Well, did you see when they unveiled the ring? Right. So I know I showed you guys before the show, but when you pop the top of it off, it's the inside of Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah.
And if you look real close, you can see Todd in one of the corners puking into a trash can.
Oh, nice.
That is not true, because actually when I go to football games, I really usually don't drink.
Where's that?
Oddly enough. I don't know. I'd rather sit back, relax, and enjoy than chasing beer in the bathroom the whole time.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm
there's
saying?
a version of you that's sober?
And crazy, yes.
All right, okay.
I like to partake in a little those little caps that grow up out of the mulch piles.
Oh, man. Here we go.
No,
like
not
to-
the ones from Umatilla.
Yeah, I like to I get a couple of those before a game. And the uniforms are all shiny, and the helmets, and the lights, and the field, and the stadium, and the grass looks greener, and the cleats, and you can hear the. It's just awesome.
I have
Are
a question.
you serious?
Yeah.
Does that make it easier to watch the Dolphins lose when you don't know which team they are? I mean,
If the Dolphins lose a game this year, which I doubt they will, that would make it a little easier on me. Yeah, absolutely.
Howard's already running from them.
I'm upset about that. Howard wants money, and he deserves it. They've been trading away veterans and scooping up more money and cutting out and opening more money. And why doesn't he get any?
I mean, if you're, I think you just can't base it off of 1 year. If you win a Super Bowl, sure.
Yeah.
But you just can't say, hey, we're the best defensive last year. Pay me.
We were the 6th ranked.
Well,
No.
still, and that's still good though.
No, I don't think he's saying that. I think what he's saying is like, I'm this good, and he is that good. And he's got more than 1 year, a track record to show it. So I feel like if he got a new agent, and that's what he did. He got a new agent to get him some more money, and he sees them cutting out other strong defensive players that are leaders on the team too, that he wants to work with, that he needs to free up money. And he's like, "What are you doing with this money? You got it. Pay me, because I'm also a veteran, and you've cut down my help. Now I'm going to be working harder. I'm going to be training. I feel like he deserves it."
I thought they brought in some good defensive action.
They
drafted well too.
They definitely did, but I think when you talk about leadership on the field, Xavier
Not on that
Howard,
team.
I think we need him. I think
Well,
he's worth it. But
Maybe you should go after Richard Sherman. He's available.
yeah.
Oh,
And he can
my
knock-
God.
I mean,
He'll fit right in the Miami atmosphere. I mean, I'm telling you.
But let me say,
That's the kind of culture, yeah.
yeah, and a back on the Miami Dolphins can knock down his father-in-law's door. That's the first thing they have to do to get on the team, and Sherman couldn't do that.
That's the skills challenge.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That probably goes back to the University of Miami days.
Oh, yeah.
I had a manager one time that was a Gators fan that used to rip on the Knowles and the Hurricanes all the time. He said, that crime is so bad in Miami that when you call the cops to report a crime, they don't come right out. They just say, just write down their jersey numbers and we'll pick them up later.
Oh.
Funny you say that. I was deep in enemy territory this week myself. I was at Dunkin' Donuts, Archer Road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Gainesville.
In
Yeah.
Gainesville.
Gainesville.
Oh, my God.
Were you wearing a red shirt?
If I would have known I was going, I would have put a flag on the truck.
What day were you in Gainesville? I was there Tuesday.
I think it was, let's see, it was Thursday. Yeah, yesterday. But no, Thursday or Wednesday. Wednesday it was.
Nah, I had a great time up there.
Yeah? What were you
yeah.
doing?
A little thrifting, had some food, great Indian food.
There's a bunch
up
of
there.
bums up there, so I'm
Yeah.
sure you could thrift real well in Gainesville. So.
Wait. In Asheville or Gainesville?
Gainesville on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you on tour, or what was the reason for travel? You doing another movie?
No, we're still working on that. Evan's working hard on that. He's probably about 500 hours in the editing. Yeah, he
So,
only has
man.
another 500 to go, probably.
Will this explain the 3 weeks of no call, no shows?
No, now that would be 1 week due to diverticulitis and 1 week due to a religious cult that was nude and at a nudist colony.
Go on.
And then the other week, well, I was up there in your stomping grounds. And you know what? I'm going to have to give you credit. From your bloodline, you turned out pretty well, Tom.
I'm not a North Carolinian.
You were in the hills of Alabama?
Whoa.
No, whoa,
that's-
Alabama,
oh, man, let's
shots
at least
fired.
Keep it above the
Wow.
kneecaps. That was a low.
That was a shin
Oh,
shot.
man, I know. Somebody just stomped my toes.
I'm sorry, Connor. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Now I'm Irish, too. It's great.
Oh, man.
An Irish hillbilly.
Yeah, imagine my accent, huh? From North Carolina with the
How do you say don't you know in a thick Irish brogue?
good eye, mate. I think that was English.
No. It would be. I tell you what. How do you say that with a thick Irish accent?
I tell you what.
Yeah, because that's what every redneck
Tell
says
you
all
what.
the time.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's right. I'll tell you
That'd be a
what.
tough one to work on there. We'd have to ask an Irishman.
I tell you what. I don't know if that one worked. Sounded a little Jamaican.
Still can't have me Lucky Charms.
I was getting there.
Me lucky arms.
Look, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but who doesn't like a good North Carolina accent?
It's thick, buddy.
It takes a hot woman who's like, man, you're really hot with that accent.
It really does spice things up.
All the stuff you're doing with that tongue in there, I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious.
It's kind of like watching butter melt on a biscuit, you know? When a Southern girl talks, it's like I'm watching butter melt on a biscuit, baby. Just keep going.
Wow.
Keep going. Pour some honey on there too while you're at
So
it.
we know what religion you are now.
What would that be? Quaker?
Butter and biscuits. That's your religion.
Oh, that's a
You
religion.
stop and pay attention.
I didn't know. I mean, I knew about the pasta colander head guys, but I didn't know there was a religion around biscuits and butter.
He probably goes to that snake charmer
Probably.
guy in North Carolina, holding the rattlesnake around. He won't bite me.
Yeah.
Those guys. Oh God. Yeah.
So go back to this nudist colony thing.
Oh no. You want to hear about this?
Yeah.
I mean, was there anything we're seeing?
There actually was. It wasn't all like senior citizens that were like,
What? Those are the
250. There was actually younger people there. There was some young muff. Definitely.
Young muff?
Yeah.
You turned me off with the muff.
It was very interesting to say the least.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good time.
Yeah, you should go there next year when we do it.
Yeah.
What do you
Can
think?
Can I wear my tea bags backwards?
You're supposed to, yeah.
Nuts just clapping.
Be like one of those things on boss's desk. Click, 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 click. While Todd runs
They would
to
be
the
out
beer
of
cart.
rhythm. Yeah, they'd be out of rhythm for sure. So.
Are you going to lead us to the land of NBLs?
Yeah, I got a couple of them this week.
Take us
yeah?
there,
Got a
Todd.
few.
Take us home.
Already? Easy day.
Here's Big T, Little Odd with the NBL and the NBW of the week.
All right, this week's episode of NBL MBW is brought to you by 3B Debris Removal. It's an Orlando-based, family-owned and operated, fully insured junk removal company. They will load and haul anything away from that is non-hazardous, household items like drywall, to anything like a hot tub, which sounds like it was probably at Danny's Fiesta this weekend. Or whatever weekend that was. They'll do it day or night, and they'll do it right. Call 321-263-9697 or visit 3bdebrisremoval.com. All right.
You.
Finally, huh?
Come on out, Rocco.
He'll
Pick up
probably
your stuff.
change it on me now.
Yeah.
You got that one good.
You know I added that to the board, right? On the wheel over there.
Oh, Rocco removal?
See where it says 3B removal?
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's your punishment, then the next week on the show, during the show, Rocco's going to show up whenever he gets here with his truck and his crew, and he's going to strap one of you, the loser to a hand truck and
Nice.
haul you out, put you in the back of his truck, and drive away with
See,
you.
I feel like we need to get you involved in this now. All right?
Yeah.
Put a Hannibal mask on you.
Yeah, I heard you got to wear a mask, huh?
I haven't lost shit.
Oh, you didn't
You
lose?
got to wear a mask, my friend.
Well, he wasn't here for the mask bet.
No, he was.
No, it wasn't. No, because I heard it. I listened to it.
Yeah,
I
it was
wasn't
the Michael Myers mask. That was when it was
Oh, the Michael
Monty
Myers.
and Liz and you. Yeah.
I thought I wasted the Kingston mask on him for the Bucks and Suns.
sounded like a funny bet.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into this. We got natural born losers. For the first time in 44 games, the U.S. women soccer team go down.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just terrible. To lose to
Damn.
their rival like that,
Who'd
3-0.
they go down on?
Sweden. I mean, well, probably lots
Not-
of blondes.
Not bad.
Probably lots of blondes.
Not a bad place to go down if you're going to go.
They're probably willing to, right? I mean, all that jet lag, they got confused. They're like, oh, what's going on here?
I don't know. They've got anti-sex beds. We'll be talking about that later. So.
Oh yeah.
Heard of those yet.
Yeah.
We're just going to call it jet lag for this first game. Let's see what happens next game. But they'll probably end up playing like Tahiti or something and just smoke them 13-0. So we'll see what happens. But it's good to see there's some competition for them, though. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
important
definitely,
thing.
definitely. Yeah.
That's
So,
important.
as a person that doesn't follow the soccer side of the Olympics, I'm just getting into the Olympics, getting geared up and charged up for it. What does that mean? They're out? The women's?
No. If they're going to group play, they do like small group play, then they'll advance. So they're going to play a couple games, qualify for the knockout rounds.
Okay, so they're still in it. They just
Right,
lost
yeah.
to Sweden.
Well, it might be set up like a baseball tournament where you go into a loser's bracket or something. I'm not sure exactly how it's set up.
If it's, I mean, I think it is set up like World Cup, but there's like half the number of teams, right, or something like that.
I'm not,
But anyway, group play. You know what group play is? It's where
Yeah.
you have like you'll have
Well,
group
you have
like
four- you
A
have-
through D or A through F or whatever, and
Groups
each
of
group
four.
has 4 teams.
Okay.
And each team plays each other once.
Okay.
And the number of points, the top 2 teams move on to the knockout round.
Oh,
But it's
wow.
not
So
always
after
that,
that, it's lose, you're out.
yeah, but it
Okay.
could be set up with three-team groups, however. I mean,
Sure,
it
yeah.
can be really weird. Like Copa America, they did, I think,
Confusing.
six team groups. So there's 2 groups with
Wow.
6 teams.
Oh wow.
And you
Okay.
battle out for points for
Who's the heavy
third
favorite
group.
in that?
right now Sweden, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, USA should.
So
But this
USA
is their young team. This is the under 23s that really haven't accomplished a lot besides the 3 old ladies or older. women.
Yeah, that's
experienced women they brought.
easy.
Rapone, Lloyd, Carly Lloyd, and who's the other one?
Morgan.
Morgan. Alex
Yeah,
Morgan.
the word veteran probably would be the best word to use. 3 veterans, and then the rest are under 23.
I like experienced woman.
The Cougars on the team. Like
The Cougar group play on Pornhub, completely different.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no soccer ball involved,
is there scratching going on?
Well,
unless that's what you're looking for.
probably find something like that.
Probably won't be
I
in the
really
first
like
couple
nails on my
pages of
back.
your search.
Yeah, you got to dig.
Yeah, you got to dig for that
we
one.
got more natural born losers, and that's the Yankees fans.
Oh yes,
Who would have thought, right? Alex Verduga, who plays in the outfield for Boston Red Sox. Well, he threw a ball to a Red Sox fan in the stands. A Yankee fan jumped in the way, took it. When he turned his back, the guy rifled one right into the middle of his back. And it turned into a big uproar out there. It's pretty wild, though. But you expect it from the Yankee fans.
Yeah,
Yankees and Sox.
Well, and it also
Yankees,
brings me to why I'm
best.
why I need to be careful when I decide to streak. Because this guy now is banned from every baseball stadium in United States.
Yeah.
If you
For
gotta-
life.
Damn. Just baseball or all sporting events?
Well,
I think
at
it's just
the stadium,
baseball,
yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, how do they know? Like, use facial recognition or pecker recognition?
I know,
How
but-
do they even?
But imagine like Beyonce and Jay-Z are playing in Yankee Stadium, like, God damn it, can't go to that.
Like you would be first in line for that concert anyway, Todd.
Well, I'm just saying, in general, though, they're the two people that would be able to sell that out.
Right,
So,
true.
I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we got a natural born winner, and that's Big T. A little odd.
What?
That's right.
You're a winner.
Only because all you douches at this table had no faith in the Suns besides I.
and no faith in the Suns.
Well, hey, y'all
mean the
count.
Bucks?
No, you had the Suns out before they got through the Lakers. Did you not? You did.
It
I
is-
don't know
it
what
is- yeah, it is
no,
recorded,
I had the
but-
Jazz going all the way. That's
Okay,
right.
So you're,
That's right.
all You also had no faith in the Hawks beating the Nets. When everybody counted them out, I went with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went with them over the Bucks, which, that's all right. You're allowed to lose one every once in a while.
That was a triple bet loss,
Yeah.
too, that you still owe for.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you owe for a nice one tonight. You brought the cake, but I don't think that's going to work for you, cake eater.
Wait, what bet do I have?
No, I took the Bucks to come back from 2 games down and take the Suns out.
Did I bet on the Suns?
That
in the
was
finals
2
for the
weeks
final?
ago. No, yeah, you took the Suns on that,
Okay.
and I was the only one
So
to
I
say
got-
it. I was taking the Suns the whole time, and I changed my bet from the Suns till Milwaukee.
Yeah.
because nobody wanted to take them.
Well, you weren't the only one saying it because I was calling their wins too when they were winning. So,
Yeah.
but you did go out. I mean, it was a good call. I didn't think it was a bad call. I just wanted the Suns to win.
Yeah.
But man, the
we
way
can
that,
we can thank it though all to Dirt because
Yeah.
he's the only one at this table that can spell Giannis's last name. I can't even pronounce it.
And I don't know if this is a good time to bring up the cake, but
Did you have to write it down for the person at the bakery?
so we got a cake here. sitting
Oh
in front of
yeah,
us.
right.
Let me get through this first. though.
Okay,
Let me get through this
We'll
first.
talk
all right?
about the cake.
I mean, Giannis is a freak. Middleton is streaky.
Middleton is consistent.
Well,
he's who Chris Paul should
he's
be.
streaky though. He'll go on a five trips down the court and he'll make 5 buckets and he'll just kind of sit off to the side and let Giannis pound the paint, which
Careful
he
what
does.
you say about your cousin. You're gonna see him on Thanksgiving.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm waiting to get his autograph. I mean, that guy's done nothing but show effort. Started from the G League, came up. I mean, him and
Yep.
Giannis have been together forever, so I love that. Then you got Drew Holiday, who takes his vacation on the hardwood floor.
That guy stepped up, man.
He's out there, oh man,
He
drinking
looked
Mai
like a
Tais.
beast.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was just
Drinking
getting
Mai
off.
Tais. What are you talking
Well, that's what you do on vacation when you're on a holiday, right?
about?
Oh,
Well, that's right. I mean, Giannis's defense was just way too much.
Dude,
I
their
mean,
whole
he got
team
off
had
these
great defense.
crazy blocks. Their defense got wild. Giannis got big, driving it to the paint like college basketball, and that changed the whole game.
And most importantly, his free throws.
Well, I was going to do that.
Yeah, he stepped up.
I know, but I think that all changed. Game 2, when the Suns were just riding his shit, counting him down, he kind of struggled. Game 5, when he was there, they were talking their shit again, and Giannis shut him down. Game 6, there was no way they were going to lose to him. So I think the Suns should rename their team to the Moons. Because they're playing at night, and they were just,
okay.
it was just tough. So,
Hey,
I don't-
what about that post game conference too? I like how he did the shots fired there, Giannis. About he's like, you know what? I just stayed here. You know, we won the championship this way. He's like, I wasn't going to go and try and build a super team. He's like, shots fired at Durant, shots fired at LeBron. Oh, that's the only time you actually get these stars that are truthful. When they win that chip, it's like they can say anything that day. And I love the fact that he just
Humble
takes
pie.
shots right there at like
Oh,
the
yeah.
two
Oh, yeah.
best NBA players, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
Well, everybody-
He's saying now, hey, I'm the damn best.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody here was doubting him. A lot of people were doubting. I was doubting him because I didn't think he had enough around him. But
That's what I
as
thought.
you watched him go through the playoffs, he showed that he was unstoppable, even with one leg, one knee.
Yeah, and I think the team, the leadership of the team, the gelling of Middleton and Giannis, that work ethic that they have, that
Portis,
belief in their
Lopez,
team,
their team was just
their whole
wild.
team just came
Yeah.
together and
Billy Porter, like you were saying, Billy Porter.
Covington, their whole
Billy
team was
Porter
a
was like their Dennis
Bobby-
Rodman, man.
Bobby Porter.
Bobby Porter. He was
No,
like their
it's Portis.
Dennis Rodman.
Portis.
Is it Portis?
Yeah.
Okay. He was just like their Dennis Rodman, man. I mean, he was getting into Steph's head, pissing him.
yeah.
Chris Paul's head, pissing him
That
off.
was
Dude, he was
Tucker.
all
That
in
was
his
PJ
face.
Tucker.
And
was
Tucker,
PJ
too.
Tucker was the shutdown guy.
Yeah.
If
Tuck-
anybody was Rodman, it would be
I heard the Lakers just made
Giannis. Giannis was just
I heard the Lakers just made
Everywhere
a big push for Tucker.
yeah. They're not getting him. I think
Yeah.
that team's going to stick together and run it for a while.
They could.
I mean, they're
The way
they
they
were-
play team basketball is very impressive. That's what I thought the Jazz were going to do.
Oh, and I mean that's why I'm a winner. Actually, this is the first NBA Finals I've watched through and through the whole time because I wasn't sick of seeing the same show. You know, and it was a fun show to watch for once, and you see that they went back to the old style basketball.
Yeah,
big man will work it around. We don't need to. They kind of still had the big three in a way, but not the same way. I don't think.
It was spread. They spread the ball around. I mean, you look at their point differences, and they're about 10 points on their. Usually, it's one. I mean, Giannis obviously got off with 50 points and scored up to 40 the whole time. But the rest of the team's points were pretty well spread apart. Whereas usually, you just got three guys with big numbers, and then the other guys have like 10 points.
Yeah. Right.
What was upset for me is the Suns. I was really expecting more out of them. I mean,
they laid down. They like I said last week. I think it was. I was like. They lost a bunch of big men. They lost a couple big men that got injured. And when you can't battle with the big guys, and Milwaukee's all big.
Yeah, but you still had Chris Paul, who was just, I mean, he was hobbled.
Chris Paul has a couple moves. He has a couple moves, but there was no one else. Booker was pot trash.
I mean, he was trying his hardest. They were just,
they were
outmanned.
Can you name the last 26-year-old player to average 35 points in the finals? There's only two in the lifetime at 26 years old.
Really? Who's that?
Rick Barry.
Okay, yeah.
He averaged 40. And Allen Iverson.
Oh, shit.
Really?
That's it. I mean, there's other players that average more points overall. Jordan,
right.
Jordan, Shaq. There's a couple of them. But at the age 26,
no. Yeah, Jordan didn't play in the finals before he was 26, did he?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not because he
O'Neal
drafted
did.
in 84 and he didn't play his first finals until 91.
O'Neal had 4 by the time he was 26, and he averaged 28 points.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, that's right, because Magic, he left Louisiana, LSU kind of early, right?
He left 1 year early in 92. Yeah.
Yeah, well, too bad Leitner ruined that for him. So, all right, this week while I was working on my volunteer OJT hours for my medical license, my volunteer medical license. That's right. This
medical
week,
marijuana?
Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
This week I had to go to the psychologist, and they're like, man, we need to know about your exes. I'm like, man, which is going to bring me to an MBW. Oh. Natural born Willie the X-ray, Adamas.
Yes.
Well, I mean, why would they pass on this guy? They let him go and woke him up. I mean, Willie Adamas was Player of the Week this week. Batting average of 615, huh? OPS of 1.154, 2 homers, 1 double, 7 RBIs, 6 runs, 8 for 13 over the week.
And now leading his team to the second best record in the National League, too.
Since he joined the Brewers on 522, Adamas leads the team with a 314 batting average, 58 hits, 16 doubles, 27 extra bases, and I don't know why I didn't put home runs in there. But he also has 37 RBIs.
No. He's killing it, man. And they said, I mean, he was the cheerleader on the field for the Rays the whole time he was here. I mean, he was a big prospect for us, came up through the minors, and he's the guy that, like Kevin Cash said, everyone, you can't help but love Willie Adamas because he always has a smile on his face. He's always getting everybody's spirits up. He's always the biggest cheerleader. But we unfortunately had a lot of minor leaguers that played his position.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Bobby's here.
What do you got?
We got a natural born legend who's probably going to pass away here.
Oh, no.
You know, Bobby's a name a few of us hold pretty tight around here. We've known. And with this Bobby here, he's not known for blowing up guitars or busting his head, jumping off of a stage.
It's funny you said it was 2 years ago, actually.
Yeah. I'm talking about Bobby Dagnabbit Bowden.
Oh,
terminally ill with pancreatic cancer.
Dang, buddy.
Thanks, Bobby Bowden. You built the Seminoles to where we are now. You hold the longest consecutive bowl streak in a row. Put the Noles on the map. Got us a couple titles in 93 and 01, 02, I think it was. So one request, Bowden. Find Bobby Clark and make sure he isn't doing anything crazy. While
I like this. I like where you're going. I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, but this morning was a little rough for myself.
Is that actually?
It's been 2 years ago, almost to the day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I had a rough dream, kind of.
Well, you're welcome,
shake
buddy.
Shake it off. So it's cool that you bring it up.
That was my winner this week, anyways. Bobby Bowden. I mean, he built Tallahassee.
For sure.
I mean, he built. Coach, he was crazy. They used to have a thing called Septemberfest or Oktoberfest, where they would go play the 5 toughest teams they could play. They do it all on the road. So they go play Oklahoma, Nebraska, USC, any of the top teams. They would go play them in this month on the road, and they started beating them. They were going 4-1, 3-2, 5-0 against some of the toughest teams in the country.
Nice.
And that's what built Tallahassee. That whole stadium started when he was there was like 16,000 seating.
Wow, that's it.
And he grew it every year. He took money, said, "We got enough money. Let's put some to track. Let's put money into track." He was something special. It sucks to see this happening, but he provided us with a lot of good times. So.
Well, I think also when he came to that team, they I think he coached them to their first winning season.
No,
Was it not?
no, he was an assistant. No,
Or just maybe to their first college ranking. Could that have been? Probably.
he came on and we were, I think, like 2-8 or something the first season.
Yikes.
His first season with us, he was like 2-8. Then after that, they never had a losing season again. I don't think.
Oh, what would that have been? Like mid, early 80s?
That was 70s, I thought.
Oh,
I
he
think
came
it was-
that early? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
Oh, I
the
didn't
third
know
most
that.
winningest coach in college football.
Oh, wow.
If you put all of them, FCS as well. Outside of that, he's number one. I mean, he beat Paterno on kind of an asterisk, I guess, but he had to forfeit a lot of games. But
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
still, Bobby Bowden's a man. I love him. He brought us Charlie Ward,
Yeah.
Deion Sanders,
Oh, yeah. High stepping. Yeah.
Peter Warwick, the best Steeler in the game. Oh, he played for you guys, didn't he? No, he's a Bengal. He was a
Oh,
Bengal.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris
I was about to say,
Winky. I mean, we
yeah.
have had a lot. Jameis Winston. A lot of criminals on this team. A lot of criminals. But they played. I
don't think-
That's why Miami liked playing us, because we would always play them. Miami'd run the Gators out of town because, like, man, we can't deal with these guys' attitude. But guess what? That's the same group that Bowden wanted on his team, were those crazy, wild, headstrong dudes. And it worked out, man.
Hey, that makes the best athletes, but I don't think taking crabs from a place where all the athletes are taking crabs qualifies you as a criminal. But it is fun to joke about it.
Well, Peter Warwick. Who's the Bradshaw, famous wrestler Bradshaw?
Oh, John Bradshaw Layfield. Yeah,
He's an
an FSU
well.
guy, right? Yeah.
couple of it.
So Bobby Bowden coached the Seminoles for 33 seasons, from 76 to 09. So yeah, he was there for a long ass time, and he coached West Virginia for 5 years before that as a head coach. So
And-
that was his first head coaching job.
Yeah, before that, I think he was a backup at Howard in his hometown is where he first started.
Said he's
trying to get to
assistant
Alabama.
assistant at Samford, head coach at South Georgia State College, and then head coach at Samford, then wide receiver coach at Florida State, then offensive coordinator at West Virginia, and then head coach at West Virginia.
Never Howard, really.
No.
I think Howard was kind of like a prep school or something weird. But anyways, he was offered at Florida State when Alabama was going through a coaching change. Alabama was going after Bowden, and that was his dream job. He's from Alabama. And he decided, he goes, nope, I'm supposed to stay here. And he stayed here. It was glad he did. But dagnum it.
Yeah.
Them boys sure are fast out there, I tell you.
Round of applause for Bobby. There you go.
Right on.
For all Bobby. All right. Is that it, Todd?
For now.
All right. Now that Todd has finally closed his mouth, we're going to step aside. But stay right there, because when we get back, Brando is going to make our heads explode with a beer that'll actually sober Todd up. Woo. You're listening to the Ballbusters.
I don't like it.
You're listening to Ballbusters. Meatball, 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 meatball. You're listening to Ballbusters.
You're back with the Ballbusters. I believe the Dolphins are in the Super Bowl, Todd.
Ooh.
Or is it
man.
the maybe it's the Pooper Bowl?
I think it's,
What's going on? This
a-
is usually the time when we do the news and headlines, but
It's a log cabin bowl.
our boy Brando is stuck on the.
He's squeezing out a deuce.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Can you shout out the news and headlines from in there, Brando? I'll relay the message.
You are so brave. A guy with someone with tuberculitis, whatever the hell you say that.
Diverticulitis. What's the over-under? We're up to 10 minutes right now. How much longer? What's the over-under on this?
Because I said, hey, 10 minutes because I wanted to see Nelson Cruz bat, which he hit a home run. And so, so Brandon's like, drop an anchor or whatever. And I just thought it'd be funnier if we came back from break while he was still taking a shit because that's funny to me. But
Everybody loves a good poop story. Do you think he's actually reproducing Cruz's bat in there right now?
No, I think he's either watching the game or he's watching the live stream right now, jerking off to one of us.
Whoa.
Oh, to one of us or to somebody that's not here tonight?
Maggie, take
No,
my spot.
one of us on the live stream. I think.
Oh, my Lord.
What's going on? He's dropping
He's
a
not-
brown. He's dropping a brown, so he's got to be going in.
Oh, the nipples are out. I'm a little flat-chested. I apologize. I lost a lot of weight this past week due to diverticulitis. I was
man.
up to a B cup, but now it's not.
You
gone.
should have
Back
been
to
here.
training
Bullshit.
bra status.
I call bullshit.
You should have been here 2 weeks ago when we had John Marcotte on the show.
He was
God.
talking about that. This is
Yeah.
the real deal, huh?
Did you watch the live stream?
No, but someone sounds like they need to be wearing nipple tape.
I had to actually click a box that says, yes, those are male breasts.
They look salami slices.
Oh,
They were salami slices up there.
Pepperoni.
Leave the smell in there
Brando's
with you.
back.
Oh, man.
Oh, escaped the brown cloud. And that wasn't from Cleveland either.
Yeah, it was a Cleveland steamer.
That was probably a Guardian steamer is what that
Cleveland
was.
steamer. Was somebody else was in there with you?
Cleveland Guardian steamer right
You
there.
can't do a solo Cleveland steamer unless you're like Cirque du Soleil flexible.
I'd be careful. He might have just upper decked you in there.
Oh, no.
I mean, at this point, I think I would probably deserve it, but I mean,
He's like, you say you can produce this one right here.
Speaking of Cleveland and upper deckers, I've never had, that feeling, that want to do that, to do the upper decker. But I was at the Christmas Story House, that's actually in Cleveland.
yeah.
And I was actually alone there. In the bathroom.
Really?
Dude, I was like, man, I don't have the power over me because I'm due to my diverticulitis. I get constipated. I can't just do what Brando just did on command. But I did fart in there, but that's all I could muster up in the Christmas
man.
Story House. But I was all by myself. I could have done whatever, dude.
I know. I call that one kind of weak though because you're not going to be there to watch reactions later on. Like you do it at your buddy's house, and they'll
dude.
call you later. Like, hey man, my toilet's doing some weird stuff right now. I'm like, did you look in the top of your toilet?
I think I would hope it would make the news.
So that's where you actually dump in the top of the toilet.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
you shit in the
Like
tank.
the brown water keeps coming. Like, why is it?
Every
going?
time you flush it, and you're like, man, we have got some water problems around here.
I had a buddy that would always leave after he'd take a dump. He'd leave that joker in your toilet every time. It looked like a 3-pound brown salmon. I'm like, dude, how's that come out of your fucking little ass?
I'm jealous of that guy.
Oh, my
That's
God.
showboating.
How does that feel?
That's something else, guys.
Oh,
What a great, I was hoping we weren't live this whole time. I thought this was off the air.
Speaking of shit, what's going on?
I just wheeled over to Danny and I was like, hey, you think it would be funny if we just came back from break and talk about how Brandon's taking a shit right now? And he goes, get over there, let's do it.
Yeah, Brando goes from on the toilet to on the air.
I'm on the air. Can a man get some peace and quiet in there? Though? I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm having my peaceful moment. I saw Nelson Cruz got some bursting news. Nelson Cruz just hit a homer in his second at bat as a Tampa Bay Ray.
You had a lot of bursting news in there.
heard
I
you
was bursting.
Left his bat in the toilet? Did you leave his bat in the toilet?
Yeah, I left the Cruz, but I have the comes up on the MLB, and then this also I subscribe to the Score, which is a great app, by the way, for sports updates. The Score, and it popped up Nelson Cruz homered, and I'm like, wait, and I'm counting I'm counting the 15 seconds because that's about the delay, and then I hear you scream, Cruz is at home run! I was like, oh, I squeezed out another giant one.
I'll give you props.
Can you come over in the morning and yell Cruz hit a home run to help me get
Scare the shit out of you? Yeah. I'll give you props, though. Taking a dump like at a 7-Eleven or an office building, like, man, people in and out. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm having a tough time. Need some quiet.
Here's what's funny about what Brando just said. I've actually done that before for a friend of mine.
What?
Not exactly, but close. So one of the guys I used to work with,
Two guys, one
whenever I would go, whenever I was on the news thing with Melissa Fox,
Yeah.
that show was on from 4 till 6 in the morning. So I would do that show and then go to work, right?
Uh-huh.
And he had his clock radio next to his bed set to wake him up to that show. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm still me. So
Yeah.
that he goes, his alarm would go off, and it would be my voice laughing at something.
Yeah.
And he said he would jump straight out of bed and just go, "Holy shit, he's in the fucking house."
That's good shit.
Glad we got
Whoa.
that shit out of the way.
Speaking of shit, it's July 23rd, and we got a great edition of headlines coming your way. Looking at some awesome wings. You want to dive into this, Dirt?
Sure. You do the headlines, or you want to talk? All right.
Whatever order you want to do it.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
Here's Brando with This Week in the Headlines.
All right, sports fans, you're listening to the Ball Busters, July 23rd, 30th episode.
Brando.
Sorry, I got a little bit left in the pot.
Man.
You don't have a squatty potty, Dirt. You need one. By the
No,
way.
I don't.
I have one.
Yeah, those things are
Oh,
great.
yeah. Yeah.
I used your garbage can, by the way. It's a little tall, even though I got long legs.
Wait, to put your feet on or shit in? Because there's two different things.
No, you put your feet up on there to get that last. Trust me,
You guys aren't still pooping outside?
No, we upgraded.
Oh, man.
Well, there's civilization now. So I got some great headlines for you guys. Aaron Rodgers gets a big fat cock in his face from Brian Gutekunst. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Contract.
Oh, I think Justin Timberlake has something to say about that.
Aaron and I have hung on vacation before together. First time I just like threw with him a little bit. It's the time it takes to get back cock and release.
Just waiting for the cock and release. I know.
Was his
not
dick
big
in a
fan.
box? They actually played golf a couple weekends ago together.
I saw
It was
that.
him, Mahomes, and
yeah,
Travis Kelce are all there.
No,
that's
man.
awesome. Brady gets a UTH from Joe Biden. That's under the table handy.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You heard it first here on Ball Busters.
I'm familiar. Yes.
I felt like his hands were probably like foreskin, all wrinkled out.
It's like getting
Apparently-
jerked off by Skeletor.
Apparently he has soft hands. And he kind of forgets what he's doing, and he kind of jitters. Apparently it's a great UTH. I'll ask Tom Brady. We'll talk more about that. She sells seashells by the seashore. And Japan has been having some issues. That accent's not going to age well. But the Olympics is happening, folks. The Olympics is happening. There's 5 new Olympic sports we'll talk about. 48 days until NFL kickoff. Excited about that.
I'm not. I got a draft to go to.
And I got another headline that's not going to age well. Broads are broadcasting now.
I saw that. Okay.
We had the yeah.
You can't catcall them, dude.
Then he adds a cackle in. I figured if I didn't say that, Todd was going to say that.
You're
so I
going to
just-
hell.
See,
See you soon, Bobbies.
Yeah. Did he have a B on each cheek? B. B on each butt cheek?
your cleverness is sometimes too much for us. So what are we looking at? Are you looking at 2 delicious wings? Danny, what'd you do for
All
us?
right. Well, I actually have bursting news. I am retiring. Not from music. No. Not from this show. I know you were worried. But from hot, spicy foods. I have to do it. I just can't do it anymore. So this is a gentle sauce. It's like a
got some spice.
relish
Really
Big
good.
Mac sauce. But you guys have an extra sauce that I do not have.
What is this white
Imported from Rocky's Hot Chicken in Asheville, North Carolina. It is
Wow.
a spicy blue cheese. I don't know what the hell's in there. That stuff is hot, man. I can't eat it. I don't know if it's ghost pepper or what. It tastes awesome, but it is way too hot for me. So I hope you 3 fine gentlemen enjoy it. I will be sticking with the bland hot sauces for the rest of
So the creamy
my
one's the hotter one?
life.
You're the
Sorry,
quitter.
Sorry to hear that.
Can't
But
do
listen,
it, man.
I mean,
Are you
just
still gonna
keep making these sauces, yeah, because
I know. Yeah.
this orange one or whatever color this is really good, man.
Okay. All right.
I love the color orange anyway. That's my favorite color. So the other one,
too.
and it's got some spice.
A little bit. But once you
Not-
dig into that spicy blue cheese, I mean, the thing is that hot blue cheese is actually hot, but it cools you down too. But I'm telling you, there must be ghost pepper sauce in there. There's something spicy
I'm
kicking
digging into
in
one
there.
now. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna save that for last, so
Okay.
I could actually enjoy this other.
Yeah. Maybe don't. Do
It
the
is.
reversal.
It is pop. It's got pop.
It's got some pop to it. I've
I'm
never
waiting
had a
on-
blue cheese like that before.
I'm waiting on a pain. And there's
No. You won't get the pain.
That's
But
tomorrow.
just when you hear blue cheese, I've never had any spicy blue cheese. And when I had that, I was like, oh my gosh,
That's
they
smart.
somehow.
I like it. It does kind of remind me of the ghost pepper cheese. So
I've had a
think it is
block.
good.
Oh yeah, well Todd knows the
whole
ghost pepper
block.
cheese.
Todd, what happened that you? Why'd you eat a whole block of ghost pepper cheese on the show?
Well, it was tasty, and then he challenged me. I don't lose.
That was almost like they almost drugged you with an edible and then fed you
We did.
stuff that was dangerous
right.
to your existence. I
pooper.
mean,
I'm a great guinea pig.
Yeah. It was. Liz and I had not really premeditated it. I had the block of cheese and I was preparing to share it with everybody. But once the fun party favors that Liz brought us for the bets that we had to pay off, I took part in the bet too because I don't want to let Todd do that all on his own. But we were giggling so hard as we were cutting those slices of ghost pepper cheese to feed him and watching him just take down these large wedges. I mean, he ate almost the entire block of cheese. It was kind of painful, but also very funny.
You should have been there 2 days later.
Yeah. So did you guys know that there's 5 new sports in the Olympics?
Really? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Baseball?
And baseball is one of them. I'm super excited about that.
yeah, baseball's back for the first time in since what 90? What was in the 90s, right?
Was it in the
Or
90s?
2000, maybe 2000.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Been
I
a
want
while.
to guess on these.
So we got some good games going. We got coming up right now. Coming up Tuesday, we got the Dominican Republic versus Japan.
Karate.
Are you going to be watching some of this
What
stuff?
are the 5 new ones?
Oh yeah, so the 5 new ones you got. You got karate,
Oh, I got 2 of
karate. That's how you say it.
them. Kairate.
Karate. Anyway, skateboarding.
What?
Really? I thought,
Pretty
yeah.
awesome.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, white people got to do something in the Olympics and win.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, they've been doing stuff similar to that.
I think that's a terrible call because you look at what's winning the X Games, it's not white people.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought the sport was invented because it's a hobby and white people need to do
was just
something in the
Well,
Olympics.
I mean, they've been doing the same events basically with snowboarding.
Yeah.
In the Winter Olympics for
Yeah.
years, so it makes sense that they would do it with skateboarding.
Well, Winter Olympics were looking for sports to begin with. So
True, very
Yeah.
true. Yes.
I mean,
What else can you play in the winter?
yeah.
Other than your own fiddle. Sport climbing, which
Yeah.
is that thing that new thing parkour? Is that the
No,
same
no.
thing?
Sport climbing is like boulder climbing, but you do it for speed. So you have like a climb wall.
Wow.
And you try and get to the top quickest.
That sounds dangerous. I'm
Well,
sure they're
I
gonna
mean,
have ropes
laced
tied
up.
around.
I mean, it's not like they're going like 30 feet in the air. So
What if
that
they had
they're-
like spikes at the bottom and no ropes or anything? And if
Well, there
one
would
of-
be no good ones because
one of
they'd all. You're gonna
That
fall
sounds like
to
Super
learn.
Mario Brothers.
But yeah, if you lose, because the Japanese are proud people and they want to win.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
if one of them loses and they fall and they land on one of those spikes and get impaled, wouldn't that make the fans happy?
You know, I got one of
I'm
those
going
little,
too far with this.
those little Japanese. What are the Japanese things that they used to wear with the?
The sumo wrestler things.
no, not the.
You remember those the
Yeah, at
sumo
the,
wrestler diapers?
Whatever. I can't think. My dad had a guy come from Japan to learn working with him.
Yeah.
And he brought us those little weird whatever they were. I can't think.
Is
what
that
they're
where you
called.
learned karate?
No, I don't know karate.
Oh, I thought you knew. I thought you were a karate.
I know
guy.
what it is. Taekwondo.
Oh, you're a taekwondo guy. Right.
Very similar.
And surfing. Surfing.
I was hoping you were going to say Nintendo.
Do they have a big shark problem over there in Japan?
I don't know, but they have an oyster problem. I'm glad you brought that up. Did you guys hear about this?
No.
Are they surfing in the nuclear water?
So the oysters. So the reason why the water events were canceled, like the rowing events, or they're gonna go on.
They were last night. I was watching them.
Yeah, they're happening, but they were the reason that little scare you heard about. If you heard about it, the water's being being potentially contaminated with bacterias.
Right.
It's because they had to install wave blocking equipment out there. Yeah, and the oysters are growing on there, and it sunk the equipment. So many oysters grew that it sunk the equipment, and they had to fix it, but they fixed it.
That brings you back to like rule number 1 of boats: don't fall out.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not going to fall out of the boat, you should be fine.
yeah.
I mean, right?
And table tennis is currently on right now, also known as ping pong. So that's it was invented by a Japanese man.
Oh, yeah.
Named Ping Pong.
That's a
That was
fun
his name?
game to watch. Some guys get after it.
That is a terrible joke. None of my jokes today are going to. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's awesome. I was just watching a little bit of it.
What about pickleball?
Is Forrest Gump there?
Oh no! Well, if he's playing for America, I hope so.
Maybe we can get pickleball in there so we can get Todd in there.
Todd and Bandana
My
Barbara.
prime might have passed. I'm sorry, but
Oh, no.
You can get back
That's-
in shape.
maybe we can take a limb off and I can order in the paraplegic pickleball.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Take a finger off. The old Japan way. Oh, you've insulted me.
Dude,
Take
if we
off
do a mental evaluation, I'm pretty sure we can get you in the...
I told you I was at the psychiatrist earlier. I mean,
Well, then that's the ticket we need.
That psychiatrist has just bought a lot of drugs, illegal drugs.
she's like, Todd, I'm amazed you've made it this way through life without taking depressants or what's the other one? Stimulants.
What's that in your hand?
That's legal, normal.
That's a depressant, though.
It's
I
not
know.
prescribed.
It's Jack Daniels.
Somebody, so I saw somebody, one of our mutual friends, which will remain nameless, this week said, I asked my therapist who his therapist was, and when he told me, I went to see that therapist, then asked him the same question, and went to see that guy's therapist, and ruined all their lives with my fucking nightmare of a life.
Oh Jesus! Thanks for sharing that.
That's deep.
But anyway, we're making a lot of headway here, mostly with the Olympics continuing to go on. The Olympics have faced a lot of challenges. They had a software problem. Something went on with downloading the software. They got the oysters, and those were Magaki oysters, by the way.
What?
And you,
I'm curious about this. Are they like big?
they're not big. Well, the ones that are growing on the boats are like the little. They're not really like the. That's why nobody's eating them. Well, that and they're kind of hard to prepare.
I thought that was a different name for those were barnacles.
Yeah, kind of, and that's what this. It's like I guess it's the same thing, but it's like little side shoots. But anyway, many chefs consider the Magaki oyster to be among the best in the world, and they often sell at high prices. Now, you round eyes might know them as
my Lord.
Fanny Bays, Hog Island Sweetwater, Kushi, or Hama Hama, as they're often called in America.
Okay.
What sport are you looking forward to see? What event are you looking forward to see?
I'm looking forward to see Simone Biles pull off another one of those incredible round, that move that she does.
Triple
That
toe
triple-
loop,
that thing.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
They do
It
some
has
stuff
the
now.
longest name of any move in gymnastics.
It
I've ever
should.
seen. But
It's the name of the
it is because it's
original
like
inventor.
5 different
Yeah.
things being strung together in one move. It's nuts.
Is that 40-year-old lady from Romania still participating in gymnastics?
Oh,
she's been in gymnastics since she was like 14, and she was like
Wow.
40 at the last one. I'm like, good God, she still competes good.
Well, last Olympics they had Japan had a gymnast that was entering her 8th Olympic Games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they going to have like samurai sword fighting to the death? We're
don't
getting
know.
rid of fencing this year.
Are they?
No, I'm bitching. I'm totally.
So did you guys hear about the anti-sex beds? I mean, it's a rumor. So
Yeah, I
the
did.
company's called Airweave, and they're making a recyclable cardboard bed. It sounds kind of awesome, but it's like a joke because it's COVID and times they don't want people interacting, and so it's a joke that the beds were not made to withstand the weight of. And one of the gymnasts was like, "Who needs a bed anyway?" Yeah, these are fucking gymnasts, man.
I'm
Like,
flexible as shit.
they can have sex anywhere, man.
Give me a place to put my other leg.
They can just suspend themselves in the air and
What's kind of funny though, I mean, in Japan, don't they kind of sleep on like really flat, hard stuff anyway? So they seem to populate over. So I mean,
yeah, they don't have any problems with it. But apparently it was. But they proved it wrong. One of the people was jumping up and down, but they didn't have a sumo wrestler. Maybe it's just for the sumo wrestlers.
Oh yeah, we don't need them reproducing.
We definitely don't want to watch that reproducing. All right.
To our Japanese fan base, we apologize. We are dumb and
I'll watch it. I would watch it still. Whatever.
Sumo sex?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me that you put a sign up that says, two 600-pound people fucking, $5. I'm going in.
You're going in.
Dirt
take a look.
also watches fat people get fatter eating.
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
The event I want to see is track and field. I want to see this triple jump guy from Apopka, how he does.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I want to see if a judge takes a hammer to the nuts.
Ooh.
What's that?
You know that little spinning hammer?
Yeah. Oh, the hammer throw. That's happened before. Yeah.
Has it?
Oh yeah.
Man.
They've had judges hit with those. They've been hit
Not at
with
the Olympics, I don't
They've been hit with the, what do you call it? The javelins.
Yeah, like a guy's at the
Yeah.
end of his sprint, and a javelin comes out and catches him in the back.
Yeah, and it's like a line judge walking out there, and all of a sudden he's got to like pull the javelin out of his like
I don't
ribs
think
and
he
shit.
pulled that
I've seen
shit
it.
out.
Yeah,
Somebody pulled that.
That's
for
awesome.
him.
yeah. It hit him in the shoulder, and it like went through his arm and into his rib cage.
Damn.
And he literally grabbed it and like yanked it out just out of shock. Just grabbed it and just pulled it right out. It was crazy.
Were you watching The Revenge of the Nerds?
No. I'm telling you, look it up and you see it. It's so crazy. The judge just out of shock just grabs it and just yanks it out of his arm real fast. I'm like, are you fucking nuts, man? Like, yeah.
He must have been from Russia. Did you also see that Russia's going by ROC? They can't compete under Russia. They have to
Really?
They have to compete under I can't think of what it is. Something confederation, but they're still from Russia, but they can't compete under the name Russia.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because of their banning from the Icarus or some other crap. The last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thanks for that book report.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that's,
it is good. It is good
that
to know.
isn't-
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but so Russia's got a different name.
yeah. Watch the movie Icarus.
Like,
Okay.
And you'll understand what he's talking about. But it's
okay.
something similar to that.
yeah, it's similar to that.
Very
but
similar to that.
Interesting.
The cheaters.
Speaking of name changing, Cleveland is changing its name from the Indians to the Guardians.
I would have totally gone with the Steamers.
Yeah, would have been all good.
Gosh.
It's like they were saying this morning, they had so many choices. They could have been the Cleveland Rocks.
Yeah.
And it just been a rock for a mascot, but it still would have been funny and people would have got it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I asked my good buddy up there, Eugene McCormick from Cleveland. He loves the Indians. He really does love the Indians. I'm like, so what's
Guardians.
your take here? I mean, he's a little depressed, and I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything depressing on the air. I was like, can you give me something, a one-liner? And he says, well, I guess the Guardians of Crime and Poverty. So there you go. I don't know. That's all we got.
I thought Notre Dame was the only one that worshipped a big old statue, but I guess they.
Buddy, I don't. That's nothing. That's come on.
Well, it's kind of like good luck. You
That's
go
too
home to the statue, Mother Mary.
inside.
That's where you head to.
Yeah.
Well, like Dirt's saying, go something around something unique like that, or just, or even something. If you're gonna, I mean, there's lots of Cardinals, Eagles, and all multiple sports. Like, take something that's like already used. Like,
Has Cleveland changed like anything that they're big in the city now on? I mean,
What do you mean?
like maybe now they're like the Silicon Valley or something.
No,
just
they
to say,
got-
I'm
they
just
got
saying.
They got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're a blue collar town. I mean,
I mean, the Steel City
So the
used to
Rockers.
thrive, but there's no way they're going to call any team in Cleveland the Steelers. There's no way that's going to happen. I mean, that's on the downslide.
The
anyways.
Rockers, man.
One hit-
Cleveland Rockers.
I think that would have
That's
been
what they
great.
say, Cleveland-
Rock and
the
Roll
Cleveland-
Hall of
'cause you know the
Fame.
song Cleveland Rocks.
So yeah, I thought
Yeah.
Rockers. So
this is the song, Cleveland Rocks.
Cleveland
Drew Carey
Rocks,
yeah.
and all that shit. That's why they said the Cleveland Rocks. That would have been
That's
pretty
great
funny.
for baseball too, because
Yeah.
baseball's a fun crowd.
Yeah.
One of my friends was saying that he's like they should have like changed it. It's terrible, but Cuyahoga River,
On fire.
the Cuyahoga River
Is
in Cleveland
named
caught on
after-
fire 9 times. How does a river catch on fire? It's because the pollution from the factories and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's like, they should have changed the name to the Cleveland Firewater.
Oh, jeez.
I'd have taken that. I would have taken that.
in the river that's on fire named after Native Americans.
No, the Cuyahoga probably is a Native American
Oh,
name.
for sure is.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, yeah.
Now it's the Guardian River.
Well, it's the logo's pretty cool. It's a baseball with the wings.
Yeah, I
Kinda
saw
cool
it.
looking.
I saw it.
I mean, whatever. I don't get too bananas about this bus, but what kind of annoys
Same here. It doesn't really bother me that much.
The only thing
but
that
I
bothers
get
me
it.
about it is, generally speaking, Native Americans don't really seem to have ever shown any true issue with it. It's mostly other people.
It depends.
Exactly.
It depends. It depends on.
Not
yeah.
really a racial slur. Redskins is more of a racial
Yeah.
slur.
Redskins is definitely a racial slur, but the Indian thing, what I thought was funny about it is somebody said they're like, it's not really a slur. It's like, but for the Native Americans, they're like, it's like, Brando, would you want to be named by an Italian moron who had no idea where he was at?
Yeah, no, I mean, but I feel like there's so much involved, and from when they did a poll, they actually did a poll, and I read that because I was looking that up. Like, do Native Americans actually give a shit about this? Because a lot of them love the sport, they love the name,
right?
The names that they're named, they're fine with it. I just don't understand.
I think
if
a lot
it
of
makes
it, like,
people happier, I'm fine with it. But if it's
Right.
just dumb, then I'm like, whatever.
Right.
if it was like
exactly,
the end, if you were say for instance, it was the Cleveland Brandos,
Yeah,
and you were the last of the Brando,
yeah,
Yeah.
you would like to still hear your name.
Well-
even though if it might have been it for me, it was
Yeah.
still they were still very passionate.
I don't think it was and I'm just being honest with it. I don't think that this would have happened if the Indians had not done what they did in 2016. Because the only real problem that people had with this team, it was the Chief Wahoo mascot with the logo, the face. Because it was a very
He had the best peyote.
caricature
Yeah.
of a
Indian.
Native American,
Yeah,
and
cartoon-like.
they looked at that and said, "It's disrespectful." So
Yeah.
the team got rid of it, changed the uniforms, everything. Nobody said anything.
Yep.
Then these dumbasses bring it back for the World Series in 2016 and lose in the last inning of the 7th game to the Cubs.
Yeah.
Cubs win their first World Series in 108 years,
Yeah.
and the Indians they brought back the mascot in the World Series.
yeah.
What are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
I think if they hadn't done that, this wouldn't have ever
And
been a
baseball
problem
is
anymore.
such about luck and such about, there's a lot of
Superstition.
superstition in baseball,
Yeah.
and stuff like that happens. What do you guys think about Brady getting under the table handy from Joe Biden?
It was great. I thought it was
So
great.
what happened? He went to the White House. I didn't follow this story at all. Todd just mentioned it to
The
me.
Bucks went to the White House,
Yeah.
as happens when a
Yeah.
team wins, and they presented him with the jersey, number 46 Biden, and all
I saw
that.
the picture. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Brady when it's only 2
he
minutes
won.
long.
He
but-
goes. He said something. Well, I think just like most of America, 40-something% of Americans
Yeah.
still don't think you won, just like they don't think Tampa Bay
No,
won.
no,
or
he
something.
didn't. That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
I
He
don't
never
remember
said
what
anything
for.
directly to Joe Biden.
Todd,
he was telling.
Todd,
Yeah,
you got it all
yeah.
wrong
It's
again.
it's really far away from what you just said. He didn't say anything negative to the president.
I didn't
He
say
was-
that he was
yeah.
negative.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't-
what
I
he
didn't
said
call that
was, yeah. Hold on, Todd. Just listen for a second. What he said was, he was talking about their team and everything they went through to win.
Yeah.
And he says nobody thought we were going to win the Super Bowl. He goes when this season started. He says, but we did.
Yeah.
He's like, 40% of America might still not think that we won.
Yeah.
That's all he said, and Biden goes, "Oh, I feel you, brother. I understand."
That sounds pretty.
Yeah, but he
pretty
didn't say
funny.
anything to him like, just like you.
No.
He didn't say anything like that. He didn't allude to anything. He just made
okay.
those little one-liners. That's what made it so good.
Yeah.
He didn't say, "Oh, just like this." He didn't have to.
Okay.
People got it. And then the next line he said was, he says, "In Chicago this year, I lost track of the downs in one of the games." He goes, "In 21 years of football, I lose track of the downs one time, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, Twitter's calling me Sleepy Tom."
Oh man.
And that's when Joe Biden goes, "Oh, I know. I've been there, buddy."
That's
But he
good.
never said anything specific. That's what I thought was so good about it. It was all just, tongue in
As it
cheek,
should
and it was
be.
great. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
So our U.S. women's basketball team looks real good. They haven't lost a game since 1992. They have 6 consecutive gold medals. We got Brianna Stewart taking the court, Aja Wilson, Diana Taurasi,
Tarazio.
and Sue
Ooh,
Todd-
Taurasi. It's Taurasi, not Tarazio.
Or Tarasi?
Tarazi,
Okay.
but
No, but you got. I thought he
mostly right. I mean, I work with the Tarazi that takes me to a lot of Lions game. Works with Train.
Or last name's spelled the same.
train, right?
What are you talking about? So the top favorites, other than the U.S., are Spain. You look at for the Spain women to potentially take it. The Australians, the Brazilians, the French, And you could win a bundle of money. I mean, a bundle of money if you bet on the underdog team, the South Korean women's team, are plus 30,000 to win an Olympic gold in NBA. So put a little cheddar down on that and root for South Korea, guys. That's my betting
think
tip
that's
for the week.
foolish. I mean,
Yeah, you think?
the women in basketball dominate it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just tough. That's
The,
another sport like the women's soccer. Women's soccer is getting a lot more competitive, but the women's basketball is it's like the 90s of men's basketball. This year, the men's team might not even medal, possibly. I mean, there's that much talent,
yeah.
which says a lot. So we'll see in 10 years when women's basketball hopefully evolves. I mean, six in a row.
I don't think our men's teams really put their full effort into the games. I think they're there more basically as ambassadors.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be having as much fun this year. There's tons of protocols in place. They can't hang out. I mean, it's locked down.
Well, then you're there to play.
You're there to play. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, play.
I hope it helps with the competition level.
Well, and that's the thing too is that if you look at the team, like Greg Popovich, when did you see that interview when the media was asking about these losses?
Yep.
And he had to be a dick to them and go, do you want to let me finish my statement here? He was trying to say, he's like, in recent years, we have not blown out these teams.
Yeah.
He's like, these have been competitive and close games. Ever since the Dream Team in '92, the world has gotten better. And these haven't been blowouts. And if you look at the teams they're bringing now, it's not LeBron and Steph and all these. That's not the teams we're bringing anymore.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with that last Olympics when we had, I think it was the last one, where you had the gold medal ceremony, and you see these other teams, and you look at USA, and a lot of our guys were on the medal block taking selfies with each other, playing around with each other, pushing each other, flipping
Did they
towels.
win gold last time?
Last time they won gold is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and people were like, the media was all saying, they're like, should we really be doing this anymore? Because it really doesn't mean that much to these guys anymore. Like, every guy up there's got more than one gold medal now. Mm-hmm. So we're sending our younger players. I mean,
well, I don't see it that way. We're sending our guys because we're going to have to face people like Donick. We're going to have to face some of Spain's guys. I mean, like the Serbian killers that used to be out there, Divac, Sobiak, them other cats.
Yeah,
NBA's developed a lot of international talent in the game.
And also, don't some of the U.S. players, and I don't. This year I'm going to be a little bit tighter tied to the Olympics. Obviously, doing a sports broadcast, I used to just kind of watch Olympics whenever I was at a bar or whatever, or if I'd go over to a buddy's house, they were watching the Olympics. I always enjoy it, really love it, but I think it's one of the most special sporting events ever. I mean, to me, it's
basketball
so awesome.
or
just the whole thing going on.
Like, I like it because all of a sudden swimming is a real sport. Track and field, you're like, man, these people actually can get going.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt, you're like, man, there's not anybody going to beat that guy.
Yeah.
Every once in a while it'll happen, but very seldom.
Yeah.
I mean, I like seeing sports that normally those would be, I guess, called the extreme sports from before. Would be a lot of the sports you saw in Olympics because you didn't really see.
Yeah.
And they changed it up a little bit, but I still loved watching it. And Olympics are fun to watch.
Yeah, it's
enjoyable. The stories.
The stories are amazing. Like, I wouldn't normally watch figure skating or get excited about. I know you're into it. I mean, but when you feel the excitement of it, you hear the story of them coming over. The other country fans, they sometimes choose one random person they just fall in love with or something, and they all cheer for this one person because whatever, they might be wearing a dress or something that they like. Or there's all these little backstories that you just go, what? Like, this is so cool. Like, it's so unusual.
The best one was Nancy Kerrigan getting kneecapped by Tanya Harding.
Right. Leave it to America to have that be our story.
The ice skating, I had to watch a lot of that. My mom loved it.
Yeah. Well, the Olympics to me is always what I've always liked doing is watching boxing during the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because these guys that are winning these medals in the Olympics are going to be your title contenders in the next 2 years.
Hopefully.
And I mean, they are every Olympics.
Yeah.
There's hopefully every Olympics, whoever wins gold, you're going to see.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we don't have HBO anymore. But
speaking of boxing,
the difference is it's amateur, though. A lot of the other sports in Olympics are professionals.
Right.
Boxing's amateur. There's wrestling. I get
Andre Ward, Andre Durrell.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
That one sport you do get to see the up and comers, but
Yeah.
track you already know for the most
Sure,
part who
right,
these people
right.
are. Hockey, that's
Yeah.
winter. Sorry.
Yeah.
But some of the other sports you already know who these people are.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's the pinnacle of their professional career
And
is
you got,
Olympics.
Yeah, and you got those guys who are pretty much like professional Olympians. Like some of these people, these names that you only know because of the Olympics, and that becomes like their identity, like Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt and people like that.
Dan Jansen,
Yeah, you know.
I got the NBC full Olympics schedule up right now, man.
Caitlyn Jenner.
We got handball, judo, karate, modern pentathlon, rhythmic gymnastics, rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, soccer, softball, sport. I mean, dude,
Shooting, we lost
Just
the greatest
think about
shooter
it.
in the world, American, had to drop out because I think she
happened?
tested or she had some conflict or something.
really.
Not with I don't know. I think she came down with COVID.
I don't think I've ever watched shooting, which
Yeah.
which
Is it like clay shooting or
It's
target
like
shooting?
22s probably. They're doing like those bow shooting they do, but it has some. I don't understand that thing. They're doing bow shooting. It's got like this big old antler on the front. I'm like, that makes. I mean,
field hockey is an Olympic sport?
why not?
That's crazy.
It's lacrosse, basically, right?
No, it's like hockey on grass. Like
Oh,
your
so it's
same
different.
flat stick.
Oh, okay. That's the one with the big wooden cane-looking thing, right? Where the stick that you use
That's
kind of looks
polo.
like a cane on the grass, where it's guys running around, not on horses.
I think it could.
I know a polo. There's a guy on a horse or there's not. I mean, I'm not that dumb, but I don't know. I've never seen. Apparently, I've never seen field hockey. Then
You never. I played it. I think.
So, what do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers not taking this contract to make him the highest paid player in the NFL? 5-year contract. Stay at Green Bay. Good to kiss. Put the big old plate of meat in his face. And we all know Aaron Rodgers is a big meat eater. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, he's acting like he's Barry Sanders stuck on the Lions in 1997.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
Yeah,
that
was rough.
That's kind of different, though. I mean,
yeah.
But I'm just saying he's acting like he's got no team. He has a team. They what are they 13-3 last year? I mean,
2 NFC championship games in a row. He's been to
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
and only won 1, and
That's the
you're
one
going to
Super Bowl.
blame everybody
Yeah,
else.
where are you gonna go,
But a
pal?
quarterback's supposed to be the most clutch thing. So if
Yeah.
you've been to 5, you probably should have won maybe 2 or 3 of those.
yeah.
tell that to
I
Romo.
don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
What your odds of getting on a better team for your remaining, what do you got, 3-4 years left max to play?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like he was like Brady, where Brady was on a bad offensive team and then went to a really good offensive team. I don't know what he expects. I don't know. But then again, do you really think that contract was offered, or is that just some stuff that people are making up? Like, is that
Scheffler.
100% true?
'Cause we haven't
Really?
seen the
You think
contract.
they just drafted
There's no
that other
details.
QB, so now
Yeah.
you can't afford 2 quarterbacks at that price, and you're gonna have to pay Love here in a couple years.
Yeah.
The rookie deal only lasts like 4 years or
3
something.
or 4 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But it depends on their pick stature. So if he wasn't picked, was he picked inside the top 10?
about 20.
Yeah. So
early
then his
20s.
Yeah. Then you're not really going to have to pay him a whole lot unless he produces, unless somebody else wants him. Like
Still
they're
going to
top
be
5,
double-digit millions, though. You know what I mean? Not 30 million or nothing crazy a year, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. We're going to find out next week. Training camp's open. If he doesn't show up, here we go.
Yeah,
Here
more Brett
we go.
Favre type stuff going on.
I don't.
Yeah.
They're not wanting to pay Devontae Adams over there in Green Bay right now. So
Yeah.
if you're going to lose your quarterback and lose a top receiver like in the game,
Yeah.
you're going to let this quarterback come in. That quarterback's going to be crap. He ain't going to have no one to throw to.
Yeah.
You watch Aaron Jones' production. He's good right now because you got Aaron Rodgers there, and the defense has to watch receiving threats. You don't have that. You're just going to stop
Yeah.
Jones. Game over, Johnny.
I'm on board with Rodgers' decision.
Yeah.
I like it.
In
I
what
mean,
way? Wanting to
to
leave?
hold out, you mean?
yeah. Just he needs to go somewhere else. Take a year off. I mean,
37, you take a year off. You only got a couple years left.
Right,
It's
Michael Vick?
Le'Veon Bell. What happened to Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah, that's a different position.
That doesn't matter. He's
It
at the end of his
does.
tenure.
It does.
I don't think it's a
No.
good move to take a year off. But
Well, who knows what's going on with him? Maybe he has an injury he's not telling people about that we don't know about. Maybe he's having mental problems. Who knows? I mean, if he needs,
I think he just wants.
if he's tired of the cold, he's from South.
I think he got
California.
threatened by Jordan Love. He didn't. His statement on it wasn't clear. He started bucking right after that happened. It's like all over again. Like
Exactly the same way he got drafted,
Right,
by
right.
the way.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question,
It's
though,
like
Brando.
it's like a recycled Favre Rodgers story, but it's Rodgers Jordan.
No, I don't think so because Favre was still there for a couple seasons.
Yeah, but it's
for quite a while.
but it's
and,
similar. Favre
yeah,
was
but
saying,
Rodgers
I'm
set
not
out
gonna...
for like his first 5 seasons and interned behind Favre.
Yeah, but he didn't do it like happily. And Favre didn't. Their
But when
relationship
he got
wasn't good. Favre was always going, I'm going to leave.
So you're
I'm
telling
gonna
me you
leave."
wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers if he showed up in Miami?
Oh, absolutely would.
Okay.
I'm just saying I think he should stay with his team and
No,
just play.
absolutely not.
Win it with your team. That's what
He might end up
that's my take.
with the Patriots or something. Who knows?
Oh God. That would
Now,
suck.
the clock is ticking, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting this job.
48 days until NFL
There's nothing
kickoff.
to do in Green Bay.
48 days, guys. This show's going to be a lot more exciting. We'll go back to having sauce competitions,
No poop stories.
more beer, less pooping,
Man.
all around good time.
By the way, that white sauce was not so impressive.
Oh, it didn't burn you, huh?
I liked it.
I didn't think it was that bad at all.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
It wasn't like crazy hot.
Okay.
I just liked it because I love blue cheese and it had some bite to it. It was something
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Very
He
unique.
likes white stuff on his lips too.
Oh no! Here we go.
He likes like a chunky white sauce.
I was just gonna make the joke before he jumped in on that. I was gonna say, with the football season coming up, do you guys think does Lamar Jackson have what it takes to shit himself in the big game this year?
Oh wow! Against the Browns. I mean, that was wasn't that perfectly placed. I'm worried about the Browns having to change their name. I'm just going to let it out there right now. I'm really concerned about Cleveland having to change it.
Cleveland turds.
It's offensive to his poop.
Oh man.
The Cleveland diarrhea.
So I forgot to mention, guys, and the all women's broadcast was headed up. This is a YouTube broadcast. The Orioles went to a game. Melanie Newman, Sarah Lang, Alana Rizzo, Heidi Watney, and Lauren Gardner. Yeah, so it was pretty awesome. I mean, the chauvinistic pigs of the world finally let women talk about baseball. It's about time.
What game was it?
This is my feminist movement. I'm getting on my platform here.
What game was it?
I know a lot about sticks and balls.
But yeah,
careful.
so they were great. I mean,
What game was it? Were they?
Rays
Oh, okay.
Raise Orioles.
Rays Orioles Tuesday night. It was fun times.
So they were hosting birds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or actually y'all were Rays.
Well, it was the YouTube free game of the week.
Yeah.
Every one game a week is on YouTube for free live streaming, and that's the game that they chose. So it was Orioles and Rays, and the whole broadcast team, the two pregame and postgame anchors were both female, and then the two play-by-play and analysts were both female for live end game.
Yeah. Top notch, man. I enjoy it. I don't want to say like, well, I like women better than guys. It's just nice to hear a different voice. It's nice to hear a different.
Wait, so what are you saying there, Brando?
I mean,
that closet. You came out of the bathroom. Was that a closet? Okay.
What were you really doing in there?
It's a different. You get a different take.
You get a different take, and it's not like it's super different. I mean, they're still talking about baseball,
Sure,
but
yeah.
there's just little differences in insights, and I find it interesting. It's also just interesting to hear a different voice.
I find it interesting that they.
It makes me want to think about the bedroom.
That they're
Danny.
extremely
Maybe
distant.
Maybe I want that voice in the bedroom.
They're very knowledgeable about
give
the
me-
sport too.
Yes.
And they're not far
Yes.
off, and you're like,
Oh,
not saying far off, but they also give you the different perspective, like you say.
Yeah.
But they're always right on it. And it's for
Yeah.
me, it doesn't matter as long as you're calling it what it is.
That's the thing. As
I
long
mean,
as
I
you
don't care
know
about
about
your
as
voice,
long as you
just-
know what you're talking about, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me.
Why do you listen to me then?
It's like Anchorman, like when she read his news and he was like, "Well, a woman can't read the news."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're still making an announcement. Think about it. It's 2021.
Yeah, and we're saying
I was raised by people born in like the early 1900s. I mean, because I was raised by my grandparents, and I mean,
Way down in a city called Beverly Hills.
I mean, my grandma, she could, but my other grandma didn't drive, didn't have a license, so like traditional type situations, so, and now it's 2021 and we're like an all woman broadcast. Let's
Yeah.
make it a headline out of
Yeah, I
it.
know,
And I'm
I know.
reading it, and then I was like, this is definitely, I want to put this in the headlines because of two different reasons. One, if you see these girls announcing, listen in and enjoy it because
Right.
it's a different experience,
You know, they actually started doing that. I don't know if you guys ever listened on the Thursday Night Football casts on, like, I think, whatever, Amazon Prime streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
It would give you choices. You could listen to the ESPN Hannah Storm and Andrea Kramer.
Yeah.
Or they would also, you could listen to like these British guys, which
Good
I
eye,
always
Mike.
went with the British guys because those guys were hilarious. Just their thick accents and the way they were
Not
trying to
really
describe
sure what's
the game.
going on over here,
Oh,
but
hilarious.
Yeah,
Loved
shit they
it,
say
loved
is,
it.
they're slang stuff.
Oh,
Well, and that's
classic.
It's
the thing about it was like listening to the game to me. And I'm so used to hearing like Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson call the Rays games because
Yeah.
I watch the Rays games with our home broadcast, and I was listening to it. And the thing is, like, they had the analyst was Sarah Langs,
Yeah.
and her like the factual information and stuff that she would bring up, the little stats she was dropping in, all that stuff was great.
Yeah.
I don't like her voice, but
Yeah.
but
was it annoying to you or?
it sounds like she's trying to talk quietly, not disturb anybody. And it was one of those kind of voices
Yeah.
where, like, but then the play by play
Bedroom voice.
the play by play person that she was working with
Yep.
was like amped up and like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
doing it,
yeah.
and so it just was such a weird clash. But
Yeah.
but if you follow Sarah Lang, she works for MLB Network. If you follow her on social media, she. Every single day, she posts these like little trivial facts that you didn't know about something that's going to happen today. And she's like, "Do you realize it's been this many innings since Rich Hill gave up a run?" Or it's but the way she analyzes the sport is awesome. It's just
there was
yeah.
a DC.
Dude, why don't you move that mic? I can't
There
even
was-
see my head over
There was
here.
a DC commentator. I can't remember her name right now. This is probably
All I see is
2010.
dirt.
This is probably 2010, and she was so spot on that you could literally bet her entire picks every single week, and
Yeah.
you would win money every single week. She had a statistical breakdown on the games. I was fascinated.
That's awesome.
By how accurate she was. I would listen to it on the train rides from New York to Washington D.C. to go visit my girlfriend. Put my bets in and just be like, dude, this chick is
Just ride it out.
got it dialed in on the pitching. So she would base it off of pitching stats versus the day's hitters. So if you've got a team that's got the worst record in baseball, but the guy starting that day has got the best record against that batting lineup, that specific batting lineup, might be the best hitters, but this pitcher is got she based it on that. She didn't look at anything else, based it on that, and printing money. Dude.
Really?
I should get back to that. I just don't remember her name. I need to look her up.
And I need to look this up too. My Robin Hood has been going down the drain lately.
Well, he met her on a train, so.
Speaking of Robin Hood, did you guys hear Trevor Lawrence is accepting a portion of his draft
Bonus?
bonus in cryptocurrency?
Really.
This is the first.
Interesting.
This is
Wow.
the first.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to take some of his money in Bitcoin or Ethereum or maybe like a blend. I don't know.
Start a religious cult.
Pretty fast. In
Him,
Jacksonville, with
him and
Urban Meyer
Tebow are
Tim
going to have
Tebow.
like their own little cult running
What if
around.
they get their own crypto? Jesus coin.
Oh, come on. Tebow. Tebow.
Tebow
Tebow.
Tebow coin. Did we fix the mic so people can see you?
Well,
Tom?
I was
There
just
you
looking. I'm like,
go.
God, I still can't see myself. Oh, it's delayed a little bit here.
Okay.
Nobody's looking at you anyway, buddy.
Probably not gonna be able to see Brando now. Yep, you black Brando's head out now.
Yeah, so we had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I'm excited. At least we got some stuff. We're in reach of football, and that's going to make things a lot more exciting around here. Baseball's heating up. The Rays look great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The baseball
They're streaky though. They seem like I
streaky.
know. Every time I turn it on, I'm like, they get bombed. I know they get bombed by the Braves, and I watch a couple. Then they
It's baseball,
blow.
dude.
I know it's right. It's right
not-
now though. Before earlier in the season, they were going 3-1, 2-1.
Yeah.
Now it seems to be more 2-2 or
Yeah, everybody's
2 and 3
getting
kinda.
dialed in and battling.
I mean, there
Yeah.
was how many other teams are there in the whole league that are even at 600?
Yeah.
Like 4 others. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that are pretty close, but, the Rays are...
Nobody in the NL Central or the East. 2 teams in the West, and was it the Sox? Both Sox.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
I like to wear 2 socks too.
Yeah.
Red sock and a white sock.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, so when's Keon? So another thing we want to talk to you guys tonight, we've got a cake to eat in the next round with Dan.
Yes.
And I saved the beer. We're doing things a little bit different tonight. I brought a dessert beer tonight, so we're going to save that to have with the cake.
Oh, awesome.
Dessert beer. with
dessert beer.
Dessert
Yeah.
basketball cake. All right. Well, now that Todd has licked the sauce off of my hot meat, we're taking a porta potty break. All right. We're going to take off our condoms and let the sperm fly. Oh, yeah, you're listening to the Ball Busters.
This song's about my mom and dad. You see, they had a bit of a problem. Between alcohol and crack cocaine, I know it was the 80s, but
You're listening to Ball Busters. You're listening to Ball Busters.
Yeah, that's right. It's time for dessert. The 3-course meal is going to be a Giannis cake.
Yeah.
A Giannis cake is a beautiful cake. It looks like a basketball orange. It has the stripes on it. It has the name that I can't spell, and I'm not sure how the cake decorator even spelled it correctly.
You know you pay by the letters, right?
Oh, wow, Brandon. This must have been a fortune for you.
And I called the Publix guy. I was like, I want you to put this long name on this cake. I don't even know if it's going to fit. And he goes, okay, well, spell it for me. And I spelled it out, and he goes, oh boy, that is really long. And it was like the funniest thing it's a Publix employee. I'm not going to go any further.
I thought what he would have said, you need a bigger cake.
Yeah.
Oh, smart. Yeah, big upsell. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny because he said that an 8-inch cake, and I asked, of course, to make it mustard color for dirt.
Oh, yeah.
So I was wondering,
this is-
Greek freaking, aren't they blue flagged over there?
Yeah, I just made it mustard color for dirt. Yeah. But yeah, and,
Oh, whatever, man.
and
Mustard.
if you guys might remember, on several episodes, Dirt had said multiple times, Giannis will not win a title with the Bucks.
No.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah.
And he was the only person that could spell. Greek words are hard to say.
Break it down. Antetokounmpo.
First of all, that's a
Antetokounmpo.
Nigerian word. But
That's
Anyway, so now you get to eat your words, Dirt.
Oh, I'm fine with
Eat
that.
your
I'm fine with
words.
that because you know what? Whenever I lose a bet, I say, got that one wrong. I don't go, well, yeah.
all right.
They didn't have the defense, and they were doing this, and they were, no, I lost. I was wrong. It just, you're wrong, you're wrong.
We're
Move
eating
on.
cake tonight,
And
buddy. I'm
more
eating a piece,
words.
too.
Mustard color. At least I made it mustard color.
Oh.
Yellow, they have.
Brando,
How much of a dick
also-
am I?
It doesn't.
I'm an asshole. I went and got a cake for you to eat.
I mean, if I would have recognized it as
I'm
a
a shit.
basketball,
That's fine.
it just looks like an orange cake.
Oh, but see, look at.
I know, but they don't even come across the top, and they should be white.
Shush it.
Oh my God!
insulting
We
that-
got a complainer.
He's
Do you get
insult-
to wash it down with Hubbard's
Wait,
cake?
You know, the cake maker is one of our biggest fans.
Wait, what do you mean? What should be white? I don't understand what you're saying should be
Don't
white.
listen to him. Don't even let him
The
explain.
seams of the
no.
basketball that
Oh,
don't
no.
roll over the top.
Yeah, so tell us about the beer, Danny.
Hubbard's Cave. Look at this. So this is an ice mocha. It's known for imperial stout. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people don't. They got the imperial crossed out, so
Yeah.
it's not imperial. It's
I throw
just
a
a
flag
stout
here?
with chocolate, coffee, lactose, and vanilla.
I
Yeah.
want to throw a flag here. I don't get one of these things.
Well, we're splitting it up. It's
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
pour it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's 6%. Yeah. So normally when we talk about Hubbard's Cave, we talk about some beastly stouts. They're not the kings. I don't want to throw that word around too much in the pastry stout world, but this division of beer is called pastry stouts, and it's a newer craze in the stout in the world in general. All kinds of different pastry beers, cake type stuff. It's a trend and it's going. There's breweries that really pretty much just make pastry style beers. Imagine being a brewery in modern times, and what do you guys make? About just pastry beers.
Cheesecake.
And that's how niche things are. Yeah, cheesecake.
Hey,
I just do cheesecake beers.
Who's that? Who's a local brewer here that's getting all these this mead following for being a big?
Oh, you talking about?
I've seen him on
Gargosites?
I don't know what it is. I've seen him on something. I never really read it, but big.
Of course,
I'm sorry.
not quite getting
I
that
can't read anyway, so
right. When you say local, you're talking about Tampa.
I don't.
Yeah,
It's all on Click
Gary
6.
Geest, I believe it is. But yeah, Dave. Yeah, great meads.
I just want to throw this out because I thought maybe I'd abused myself too much. Where's the white lines that you're talking about. Todd.
Oh no, he's opening the door back
I'm
up.
like, no, he said they
Todd
should be white, and I'm like,
Thinks that the lines
are
on
they-
basketball.
I thought they were
think
black.
sometimes they are.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's the official NBA ball.
But the official
Now you're
NBA ball-
colorblind.
Yeah.
That doesn't work from black
I
to
thought
white,
this was
brown
a
to
shoe
white.
with shoestrings.
Oh jeez.
It's not.
I need to get
All right, I get it.
You had
What
me
is
doubting
going
myself, and I'm
on?
going, wait a minute, they're white?
See, I got you though.
I was like, no, they're not white. I think they're black. I thought they were black. And then I look at them, and I go, no, they are black. It's him again.
Depends on who's basket. What kind of
him
basket? You
again.
can't afford to play with the
Yeah, he'll
small.
say things, and you'll think because he's saying it with confidence that he's
Yeah,
correct.
and that's what happens.
But when you're looking at Brando's white hair all the time, you're like,
Oh no!
Todd did tell me about 30 years ago. He taught me a life lesson that I never would learn from anybody else. And Todd said, "Hey, if you act like you're supposed to be here, no one will ever ask you any questions."
Oh, you talk about the couch story?
Yeah.
practice-
Which
I
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to talk about the couch
No,
story.
I don't think we can tell that story on
No,
the
it's been over 7 years. you can't get
Yeah,
in trouble
I don't-
for that.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, the statute of limitations. Come on.
I don't know what the
now.
limitations are on that.
Danny,
all
you're
right?
really pouring yourself a lot there.
Oh,
no,
I thought we
no.
were-
I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it.
Oh, and I thought
you
that's
only
what
knew
we
what
were
we did
doing.
to
No,
birds.
do it up. Pour. I'm just happy about it. A lot of times, anyway, this beer is on the more extreme side of the stomach issue, as the pastry stouts often are. I mean, you gotta have a stomach for these kinds of things, just like any kind of dessert.
Oh, no,
Dude,
now you
that's-
got me
that
worried.
is
You're talking
good.
about the stomach.
Well, it's not spicy.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Take it. Yeah, take
hey,
it slow.
Brando.
I know you had a little
will
diverticulitis
survive.
flare up recently.
I want to ask.
That's why
if I
Danny
can-
was out. So he was on the IL list, just so you guys know, for a diverticulitis last week. So when podcasters get diverticulitis from time to time, I don't know how many podcasters have suffered from this year. They just sit out 1 week and they come back.
Well, I just want to throw this out because just to confirm it, when you say when they talk about the stomach on a beer, you're talking about the fillingness of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like like if you drink a Guinness, it's like you can only drink 4 Guinnesses, but you can drink like 20
Says
Natty
who?
Lights.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah.
Well, the thing about Guinness is really very. It's confusing for people. Is Guinness is
Ooh,
actually
this
a
is.
very light beer.
Yeah.
It's only 120 calories.
It's very filling though.
And it's very light, and it's actually not filling. It's really just your head. It's
Okay.
It's lighter. So have you ever seen a half and half?
Yes.
Okay, that's Harp. Harp was made to go with Guinness.
Right.
That's why the Irish made Harp to create. No, Bass is in English, and that's called a black and tan. Don't
okay.
order
No,
that.
no.
Don't order a black and tan in a real Irish bar. Order a half and half.
How would I know if I'm in a real Irish bar?
You won't see
There
Bass.
should be an O in the front of the name.
well, no. But
Look for the leprechaun on the sign.
but from a
Is
beer
McGregor gonna be out there posted up with a broken leg or something?
Yeah. But from a beer point of view, if you see Bass, you're not in a real Irish pub.
I'm
If
on
you
a
s-
lake fishing.
No, the
No.
beer Bass.
Oh.
If you see the beer Bass on tap,
Oh no.
you
Yeah.
are not in a real Irish pub. So Guinness floats on top of Harp is what it,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all I'm getting
Right,
at. Think
I
about how
gotcha.
light Harp is.
I never thought of that, but yeah, you're
But
right.
Guinness floats on top of Harp. So that's the true reality. Guinness is actually an incredibly light beer.
Okay.
That's
But in your mind, and because it's nitrogenated and not CO2, it feels fuller, but it's really just the nitrous gas.
And it's very rich in flavor, which would also
Yes, and
tricks your mind
The,
into thinking
the roasted barley, yeah. and
I
it
don't think so.
feels
I've
full.
substituted that for many breakfasts. and it has worked.
It's the perception. It's not true though. Just so you know that just because you think it in your mind
And
doesn't
I
mean.
pay as
Anyway,
much as a grand slam.
who's good at cutting cake?
Oh, well, we know you're good at cutting cheese, Brando, from earlier in the bathroom. So we're going to see if you can cut this cake, all right? All right, here we go. Yeah, laces out, Dan.
Finkel.
Oh, man.
Finkel.
I just rewatched that movie over the week with my mom and dad, and it's freaking hilarious, man.
Oh yeah, that one ages pretty well.
Dude, I watched another spinoff. It's like Ace Ventura as a kid.
Oh, it was a TV show or
No,
was it a movie?
it was a movie, but it was like 2013 or something. It was actually kind of funny.
Well, he just
Really?
signed on to do the new one. He's doing another
that's
movie, a
right.
third movie. Yeah.
Just to do another.
And the reason he said he's doing it, he said he always said he would never do another Ace Ventura. He's like, he goes, you would have to have a script that blows my mind in order for me to do that, because he's not even really acting that much anymore.
an
Apparently,
artist.
whoever wrote the script, he's like, okay, yeah, this is really funny. So it's got to be I'm just expecting like it's going to be way out there.
Is Jeff Daniels in it?
What was the other?
No,
So
he wasn't in any of them.
They are
He
redoing
wasn't it? I
it.
thought we were talking about Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, he wasn't in
Dumb
those.
and
you're
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Hear me,
But
Daddy.
they did find somebody to write the script, right? Aren't they going to redo it?
The script was written and given to him. It's already written.
And wasn't it somebody that he knew, like a friend?
It was somebody he knew, but I can't remember who the guy was. The guy was tied to some other. I don't think they've worked
Pauly
together
Shore.
before, but it was somebody who's like a friend or somebody he hangs out with or something.
Dirt, I'm going to give you the part of the cake name that's got the hardest grouping of vowels.
Okay.
Oh,
Hardest
nice
grouping
fitting.
of vowels.
I think he should get the most mustard.
Well, that is the most
Also
mustard,
the most
I
mustard,
guess,
yeah.
right?
Good
you're
coincidence.
I mean, it's
All
not
right, we'll
actual
say
mustard.
Right?
No, it's not actually.
Oh, well, I was a little worried
Damn
there.
it, Brando. You should have sold
That
that.
would have been great.
funnier.
Wow, look at this. This is like a quadruple cake with 3 layers of cream. Does that
4,
mean that
that's
Giannis is going to win 2 more
Three-peat?
rings? Oh my gosh.
I'd have a tough
we
argument
call
on that
it?
one, not saying he's not gonna happen. I
You
mean,
were just saying it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think he set the new standard.
All right, so the black icing is delicious.
That is awesome. It is actually black icing.
Where'd you get this again?
Unbelievable.
Because the stripes underneath a basketball are black.
not white. Yeah.
Todd was trying to whitewash us.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, with this basketball cake, we're going to get into some basketball talk. So next Thursday,
Right on.
we have the draft.
Oh yeah.
Always comes very close right after the championship, which is usually, or the finals, which is usually decided in June. But obviously this year is a month later due to the scheduling. And yeah, next Thursday we have the draft. The consensus number 1 prospect and pick that will most probably go to the Detroit Pistons is guard out of Oklahoma State, Cade Cunningham. Mm-hmm. All right, now after that, we have 4 prospects that are considered pretty much in the same grouping. We got Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs. All right, actually 3 prospects. I know
What
I got
schools
4
they at?
written down over here. Well, so this is how it might go. You know, I've been looking at several mocks, but I did a little consensus here. So, according to this, second, Houston going to go with shooting guard, played in the G League, and that would be Jalen Green. All right. Third, Believe Land, of course, unless there has been talks about trades with the Orlando Tragic.
Can I correct you? It's
But-
Guardian Land.
It is now, ain't it? Oh my gosh! Oh
But
yeah,
you have no titles to guard. I don't get it.
Unbelievable. No, they got one. They got one. They do. I mean, the Cavs got one.
Do you know that Liz might have the Wild Things jersey?
Oh no, Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Is this a
we
joke?
discovered
Listen,
this last
no.
weekend.
We
Yes.
discovered this last week
Holy crap!
off the air while we were talking, and we were talking about jerseys because of her and Todd's bets they like to do where they wear each other's jerseys. And Todd says, "All you got is Steelers jerseys and soccer jerseys. That's no big deal." She goes, "I have a Charlie Sheen jersey," and he
You
goes,
gotta be kidding me.
Listen, I'm not joking. And he goes, "What Charlie Sheen jersey?" Because I don't know, something he wore in a movie. And she goes, "Doesn't even have his name on it." And I go, "What do you mean doesn't have his name?" And she says, "It's like
I wanna know
yeah,
for
vegan."
sure.
She called it vegan, and I go,
Oh no!
then I played the video clip, and she goes, "Yeah, that's it." I'm like, "You have the Major League Wild Thing
She
jersey."
thinks
Yes,
she has a Cleveland jersey.
She said it was a long night, lots of
haven't seen it yet.
yeah. It was a long
No,
night.
lots of, yeah.
He was he was partying pretty hard, and he's
a
just
normal day for Charlie.
he just
I
gave
think
it to her.
I think it was the same day she made out of there with Bandit. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
He just gave it to
yeah,
her.
Bandit's been sleeping on this thing. There's dog hair all over it,
Dude, it's
Oh
in
my-
she said it's just balled up in a box somewhere. She
Let's
said,
see
but
what
she
she
still
has.
does have it.
Buddy.
Let's
I
see.
know.
I want to
I
hear
know.
her side
You-
of this.
You gotta
Hopefully
get that
she's bringing it.
certified, cleaned.
I know.
Dry clean. Well, maybe not dry clean. I wouldn't even trust a dry cleaner with that thing.
DNA tested for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy
Oh
Christ.
wow! You're completely throwing me off my game. Wow!
I know, but she told us
Are
that
you
last week.
kidding
and
me?
and Todd both, like in unison, screamed, "Are you fucking kidding me?" She'd never seen the movie, knows nothing about it. It came
Wow,
out a
how
year
do you-
before
that's
she was born.
great.
Came out a year before she was born.
Oh, but that's always on reruns. That's such a great. That's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a great comedy. I mean, you don't have to be into
And it's
any sport
iconic
or whatever.
Cleveland.
It is classic.
It has great actors on there.
The Asian
who's
park keeper. These guys fucking suck.
the asshole guy.
Tom
Randy
Berenger,
Quaid? Randy Quaid?
Corbin Burnson.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right,
Corbin Burnson.
Randy Quaid is also in that.
No.
Not Randy. It's a,
No.
It is a Quaid. The old guy. That's a different
Really?
one. I've got
Randy Quaid?
confused. That's
No,
the guy from
Well,
Home
the
Alone.
old manager.
The guy
he's-
from Home Alone was in the outfield, right? Wow, dang. I thought that was the same
No.
guy, Uncle Clark.
No, I think you're wrong. But Bob Bob Uecker.
I don't think so.
Bob
Oh,
Uecker
Bob
was
Uecker.
was the announcer.
Yeah.
He was great. The play-by-play play guy. He was
Yeah.
great.
Ball
Can we-
three.
Can we change your segment name to Figuring Out Todd's Brain and what he's... Just call it
How much time do you have?
Figuring Out... It could just be called Figuring Out Todd's Brain and trying to figure out what he's saying.
Ball 4, ball 8. Bases are juice that's going to bring in the wild thing.
Yeah, the final score in today's game is Yankees 6 on 7. Was it Yankees 6 on 4 hits and 6 errors? Indians 0 on 1 hit. Are you kidding me? 1 goddamn hit, and the guy goes, "You can't say goddamn on the radio."
I don't
He goes,
think anyone's
Doesn't matter.
listening.
Nobody's listening anyway.
Oh Lord! All right, so back to this mock NBA draft. So after the number 1 pick, Cade Cunningham, the next 3 prospects all clumped together. Houston will be on the clock, and the Rockets will most probably go with shooting guard out of the G League, Jalen Green. Third on the clock, Believe Land. And power forward / center from USC, Evan Mobley. And then fourth is the Raptors, and they would be eyeing the Gonzaga point guard, Jalen Suggs. Okay? So there might be a
Whoa.
little mix-up with those 3. Uh-oh, now Todd
Suggs
doesn't
is not
like
from
this.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, he is.
He's from Mississippi. He is not from Gonzaga.
He is. He played for Gonzaga this season.
Yeah, wasn't he just
He-
in the
yeah,
NCAA
he was just in
tournament?
the
That was
tournament.
one of the top
I
guys.
didn't think he was with Gonzaga though.
Oh man, you're just
sure.
asking
Oh,
for it. I mean, I was
I'm
trying
sorry.
to
Got
avoid this, but I guess okay.
Yeah, here's a whole bunch of pictures of him wearing a Gonzaga jersey. That would be really fucked up if Google was wrong.
Well, I thought he was on a AC or SEC team. I'm sorry. Apologize.
I was picking him to be... I mean, I think he's going to be one of the future stars in the NBA. I think...
Oh yeah.
But I was saying that in the tournament before they got in. I mean, not that I predict... Like, I didn't invent Jalen Suggs, but...
Are you sure, Daddy?
I don't know. We've had some really crazy weekends.
No, I actually am old
You're
enough
in
to
the
be his
right
papa.
demo. Yeah, you might be able to.
Wow, what if I'm his dad?
Oh wow, just like Tiger Woods and his daddy.
Aw, sweet. Well, I should get to know him a little bit more.
All right, so if Orlando doesn't make any trades, they will have the 5th and actually also the 8th pick. So I guess we got to rock out, right?
Oh,
Sing it, Todd.
I don't have any magic now. Right now, I'm upset with myself here.
All right, so the good old tragic. You know what it's time for? Oh, that's right. It's time to hit the music.
It's time for Danny Feedbacks. Terminate, germinate, or sperminate.
How's that beer tasting over there, by the way?
I'm just pissed.
I'm not even drinking the beer. I'm worried about you. There's still a little bit left in the can here, Todd. You got to get on your game. Come on
I'm a
now.
little upset right now.
Yeah.
Some beer.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
would you-
This is when you can completely redeem yourself.
I'm waiting to get shut down for
Totally
misinformation over
redeemed
here.
completely redeem yourself. This is when you're going to show up on the scooter you traded the shaggin' wagon for. Another Jim Carrey reference.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, confused. I see that.
Throwing crickets over there. You got
furrowed
some serious
eyebrows.
Sure thought the Rocky Mountains were going to be a little rockier than this.
Okay, all right, there we go. He's back. I knew that odd was in there. Bring it out. All right, so
Cut it out.
We got the next 3 prospects here. We're going to do a little terminate, germinate, sperminate. Terminate means you think the Magic should pick. Germinate means you're on the fence about it. And sperminate, you're going to give to the player you believe they should pick. Not will pick, but if you are the GM, all right, Todd, which you never know. You might get that
Good
job
candidate.
with the way that
I'm a great candidate.
See, yeah.
better than most.
All right. So actually, your boy, this is probably, I think, the guy that you are going to dump your sperm on there, Todd. The forward out of FSU, freshman, Scotty Barnes, 6'9", 225, versatility and power are Scotty's 2 greatest strengths. Although his shooting is suspect, has high energy, but wears his emotions on his sleeve. Does he have a lot of tattoos?
No.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, next prospect, shooting guard / small forward from Tennessee, freshman Keon Johnson, 6'5", only 185, a bit underweight, you would think. Freakish athlete with great mental makeup. Does that mean he's gothic? Defensively great. Offensively, a work in progress. Averaged only 11 points per game. That's not too much.
You mean he wears eyeliner?
See, I like that. That's what we're going for. Yeah, great mental makeup. Okay. Tough crowd tonight. Third prospect, Jonathan Kuminga, forward from the G League, 6'7", 220, another beefy man. Physical specimen with great body control, lacks consistency shooting, not the best decision maker as he tries to hit the home run. Maybe he should be playing baseball. So now what's in common I found with these 3? These 3 are really defensive prospects. Mm-hmm. All of them are inconsistent at shooting. And as far as body type is, you just have the 6'5" guard or forward out of Tennessee, Keon Johnson. That's 185. You know, the other 2 guys got 40, 50 pounds on them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, but they do say, you know, he's going to fill out. These are all young guys. I mean, we got a couple freshmen. You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you think about this guy from FSU? Do you have anything to add? I know you're the.
I
you're
like
the
him. He comes
Seminole
from
fan.
Florida State, so he knows defense. He was never a starter at Florida State.
Really?
Yes.
Never a starter?
He was a 6th man. He'd come in off the bench.
Wow.
Yeah, and they
See, that's crazy.
He would come in off the bench as a 6th man, and sometimes he would never leave. I mean, he would just sit back. He knows how to wait for the game to come to him. He has a lot of good stuff, but I take that guy and trade him to Cleveland for Mobley. Cleveland doesn't need a big guy. Magic need a big guy.
Yeah. One that can play minutes.
Yeah, Mobamba's still and he just doesn't have the size. You know,
Yeah.
he's a big guy, but he's just never filled out.
They're still limiting his minutes. I mean,
Well,
you know.
we'll see what the new coach does because
Yeah.
he's already working with him in the offseason. I've been watching.
What about this Bacon guy? I mean, everything's better with Bacon. Is he more of a forward?
Bacon
Yeah, Bacon.
from Florida State?
I don't know. All I know is he's on the Magic and it says Bacon. So
Yeah,
anytime I
that-
see a game, I'm just
Well, there
looking
was
at Bacon.
Bacon, I think he was from Florida State as well. He's still defensive, but he's a guard. He's a little fella. Scotty Barnes is a guard, but he's a big guy like Magic Johnson. I just don't think we have time to wait for that. We already loaded with guards and skinny guys that are hurt.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's
True.
Yeah, I think we need to just trade these 2 picks up. Go for a big one. Go after the big guy.
So you'd rather have one guy at pick 3 as opposed to pick number 5 and pick number 8? Is that what you're saying?
I
They're
would.
actually
If you
going to
watched
go
it,
5
did
and
you
8 for number 3?
Yeah, did you watch the end of the last season? They have R.J. Hampton getting off. They have a Kiki just, who is this guy? He come out of the G League too, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you have Mobamba. We really haven't seen nothing out of him, but maybe we will. And then we still have Fultz, we have Bacon, and we have Isaac.
Jonathan Isaacs. Yeah, he
we're
was
a
injured
young,
all season.
Yeah, we're
too.
a young team with the first-time head coach.
And Cole Anthony was.
I forgot about that
Cole
one.
Anthony was like
More
2 seconds.
guards.
Yeah, you got less than a second on the clock. Put the ball in his hands, and this guy was like lights out with a second on the clock last year. It was
Sometimes
crazy.
he was, but he still needs a lot of development too.
True. Oh yeah.
I mean-
very young. Yes.
And the Magic are going to have a young coach. He's going to be eager. Comes from Dallas, right? With the
Yeah.
all all the head office is pretty much from Milwaukee. So I think they're going to make the right decisions.
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different regime next year.
Yeah, I'm willing to give up 5 and 8 for a better pick.
Well, you know what I'm willing to do? Is pour a little bit of this stout. You know, ice cream is good on cake. Let's find out. Put a little bit of Oh, buddy.
Let the
Drizzle it on.
tinkering
Oh, my.
Drizzle it
Did
on,
I just
Danny.
ruin the cake?
I don't
What
know. It
happened?
was
What do you guys
beautiful to
think?
watch,
What's
though.
going to happen here?
You're going to cut the cheese?
No. How many references can we make in this segment about cutting the cheese? Good Lord.
Todd,
All
your,
right.
your mouth is the color of a basketball from this cake. It's
What do you
pretty
think?
funny looking. Oh, man. How is that, Danny? Danny just poured.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
They gave it like a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
type
Yeah,
of-
it does- yeah,
you
it
guys
does.
need another slice of this with a beer.
I
You
think-
guys, we got to finish this cake up.
You're the cake eater. Show us how it's done, buddy.
We all hopped up on sugar, just running amok around this bitch.
I'm ready to go.
Can we do the headlines again? I'm going to try a little bit. I got a little cake left over here.
Brando did take that cake to Pound Town.
I took my cake piece down.
Was
boy.
it a
do you
pound
think?
cake?
Put a piece of
What do you
cake in front of me.
think?
I eat it.
Oh, man.
Dark chocolate. Think
Sometimes
dark
sweetness is too much.
chocolate.
There was too much icing on my piece. I couldn't even taste the beer.
You got to drench it. You got to drench it, man.
gotta drench
It's like
it.
a tres leches with alcohol. You know what I mean? The 3 milks. We
can't say
need the
it.
3 beers.
The 3 beers.
Yeah, you know.
Like the 3 amigos. Fire 3 bullets into the bush.
Oh, there you go. Brando's going in for another one. There you go. Not
It
a
does
light
look like
drizzling.
syrup.
It's kind of like
this time.
tiramisu in a way.
Yeah.
Just pour a little bit of this imperial stout. Well, it's not imperial, but a little
feel
bit
like
of this
we're-
pastry stout.
I feel like we're making some upper end type of
Dude.
treat for people.
Now, come on. That actually worked out
Awesome.
pretty well.
Yeah, it's tiramisu.
Are y'all
Yeah.
fucking with me right now?
No,
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Get me talked
Put a
into
little beer on that
tonight.
cake.
Todd's like, alcohol and cake? I don't know. Maybe I should. Okay.
Yeah. So you're telling me I can live out of this 30-foot tree jump, right?
He just wants to be talked into it. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm going to do this, but I want to have some dignity about it. Dirk talked me into it.
Concussions are only temporary, right?
Yeah. He's jumped off a few bridges before.
Guilty.
So now, with this terminate, germinate, sperminate, if you are stuck at pick 5, Brando, we're not trading up, all right? We're staying at pick 5.
Uh-huh.
These 3 players, yeah, they're pretty similar, but, you know, they're all in that forward type of position. Defensive, not the best of shooters. Does any one of these 3 stand out to you? What do you think?
You're saying Suggs wasn't in that lineup?
No, I mean, it looks like he's going to be gone
What was the
in
three?
that top 4.
What was the 3? I
So
was- I got
Scotty
confused.
Barnes
Scotty
is
Barnes, yeah, that is.
Todd's boy. He said he's more of a 6-man.
Well, I didn't say
But-
he's more of a 6-man. In college, that's what he played.
Well, he's huge. He's
I mean,
like
but if you're a
6'8".
6-man in
young.
college, how are you going to be a starter in the NBA?
Freshman.
Well, I mean, so it's going to take a few
He's
years.
it is.
6'9".
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go to a coach who develops defensive players. Like you
like
just
we
watched
ha-
Terrence Mann. Boof.
It's got a
Bacon.
it's got a 7'2" wingspan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
6'9".
And then we had the slightly underweight, 6'5", 185 pounder. Could be a shooting guard, small forward out of Tennessee.
Oh,
Freshman
Keon Johnson?
Keon Johnson. Yeah.
He looks good.
All right. And then the other guys out of the G League, the forward, 6'7", 220, Jonathan Kuminga.
Okay.
So
Blue ass.
I think that's your dog, Todd.
Oh, man.
Oh, Maggie.
She does. She does.
do it. She's
Ugh.
a stinker.
All right.
It's like grandma.
I think I'm gonna go with Keon Johnson.
You're going to go with Kia. You're going to go with the guy that's slightly underweight over here, huh?
Well, we've been seeing these smaller, forward guard positions play well.
Hybrid players.
Yeah, and just do their thing. I mean,
He's a projected 11th pick, though.
it depends on what my size is.
Well, it depends on what mock.
It depends on what my current size would be on the court. in terms of my team, my total, that's how I would make the decision. I would get the biggest guy if I needed him. If I needed a fast, small guy, I'd get him. But I like Keon Johnson. I like somebody that can get out there, run around like a Trey Young style, or do run and gun. Those you need those guys.
Can I tell you that you upset me?
Why?
I figured you were definitely going to spitball a name, Davion Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
No, tell us about Davion Mitchell.
He's offspring of the other Mitchell from, where's he, Jazz?
Oh, yeah.
And he just won a championship with Baylor.
Baylor, yeah.
Was
he
Shama, no, what was his name?
I can't
Shama
think of the other
Mitchell's a
Mitchell.
boxer.
No,
What's the
it's a
other guy?
Mitchell. He was a top player. His brother, Davion, he pretty
Okay.
much stole the college championship just getting off.
Yeah.
He carried him through that
For
half
Baylor?
injured.
Baylor?
Yeah, for Baylor.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he wasn't up in there heavier than he was. So
Well, he might not be coming out though. Is he a
Yeah,
senior?
he's
You're looking at a different mock here. What does it say that where they have him rated at over there?
going to Golden State at number 7.
Seven?
wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad.
He'll be on a good team there.
So you'd be happy if the Magic got him at 8, if they stay at 5 and 8?
No, we don't need a guard. We need a big guy.
Okay.
We don't need. I mean, I like Scotty Barnes' potential in 5 years, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, we need somebody that's.
So
big.
you're wanting to draft according to need, not best player available on the board is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I want to draft to what's going to help us win. And right now we don't have a big man. I mean, the big man that's available is 7 foot. I mean, that's USC. He's a freshman too. Jiminy crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we saw what's that guy from God damn it. AD. Yeah.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, he came out and come on pretty quick and hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did Cousins, but
Got a lot of talent in the NBA right now. I mean, it sounds like a blanket statement, but if you think about it across the board, and then you can see this draft column coming up, there's a ton of talent. I mean, injuries obviously plagued everybody this year, and
Right.
there's so many different things going on, training schedules, protocols. I wonder how much this has impacted all the sports. You think about all the injuries we've had this year across the board in weird ways, right?
I would think we're
Yeah.
getting the best college athletes we're ever going to get in these drafts because they're not allowed to go do shit besides work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go hang out in their sports facility, whether it be football, basketball, bowling, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's one place you can go hang out.
Yeah.
You're going to be – I expect to see
Yeah.
really good athletes come out.
That's another. I'm sure some people are taking advantage of it and using this to their advantage to get stronger.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
mean-
nerds are getting smarter right now.
Yeah.
I can work on my computer. Don't have to go deal with all these douchebags. Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, buddy.
I'm as casual a basketball fan as you can be when it comes to like names. And the thing I always look at is like when the draft is coming up.
Yep.
And I haven't heard like in this draft coming up like a name that's being thrown around everywhere that's on every newscaster's lips right now.
Right.
I don't see that name.
There's no Zion.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing that makes that I think when I see that is I think, oh, so this must be a light draft class. But other guys are saying, no, that's just because there's a whole bunch of dudes there that could be that one guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's
I mean, to me, it's just like it.
We are in that era. I believe 100% of what you're saying in terms of this the nature of a rising star coming from nowhere.
Yeah.
I just think across the board in the NBA right now is just talent.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 guys can beat 5
Yeah.
other guys right now.
Yeah.
It's not a big 3 thing anymore.
No,
It's not. And we
now,
do-
if the Nets didn't get hurt, we might not be saying that. But because of their injuries, and
You
the
can say
Lakers
that
too,
but the Bucks still got a big 3.
they do. But I'm just saying, like the big three era is gone because the big 3 teams. Not that Milwaukee Bucks don't have a big 3, but in comparison, if the Nets had been healthy and strong, I personally don't think the Bucks would have gotten past them. That might be because I'm a Nets fan, but I'm trying to be objective about it and say I don't think they would.
Lex Luthor found kryptonite, right? They figured out how to beat the big 3, and they changed the game. Milwaukee did it by just going hard at them. Let's foul these boys out.
Yeah.
So what? I'm only 55% free throw shooter, but I'm gonna be there 25 times.
Right.
Well, what happened to Lex Luthor in the end of that movie, Todd? This is not good.
I'm saying, but he found a weakness. He found a weakness, though, right? Still alive last I checked. I thought.
Good point. Good point you're bringing up because Giannis overall MVP of the NBA last year, or was the year before?
No, you're right.
Last year. And,
Three-time.
And
Two-time.
NBA of the finals here
Yeah.
was a 15th overall pick.
Right.
So,
Wow, really?
yeah, so who knows, man?
Who got the MVP?
Who knows? Huh?
Giannis has two
This
league
year-
MVPs, and then Giannis won Finals MVP this year too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying somebody else got it. Oh, he was 15th round.
Yeah.
Giannis was 15th round.
He was
No,
the number
15th
15th overall pick.
overall. Wow.
He was not a lottery pick.
Yeah, that's right. He was kind of. He was. I mean, he was one of those people that I think people recognize talent in him, certainly. But
Right.
Come to think of it, he wasn't already being prospected like a LeBron James.
Nope.
Or like
He was- he
His
was-
his older brother was.
He was scouted
Yeah,
because of. Think about this: drafted in 2013,
Mm-hmm.
2012 was the Olympics. He played for Greece in the Olympics.
right.
He was. I don't think he was on anybody's radar when he was
No.
drafted.
No.
No, he was. Yeah, he's actually Nigerian born. He's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a something.
He's not
else,
Nigerian
so
born.
I believe he.
He's not Nigerian born. He was born in Athens, Greece.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
Is the Todd you got it all wrong? Is it broken?
How many times can I use this? I just feel like, all right.
You can't play for Greece in the Olympics if you were born in Nigeria. It's where you're born is where you
no,
can
if you
play.
have different. No, there's lots
Well,
of ways
yeah,
to do
okay.
that.
Don't
but
yes.
USA players play for other teams from the countries they were born in?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
could they play for the USA if they wanted to?
they're-
Because
I
they're
don't-
professional
I
athletes
don't
here?
know.
If you have
No?
citizenship, you can.
Dual
you have citizen-
citizenship?
Well, if you can, you have to make a choice. Like in soccer, I know that you can pick. You can play for a team. Like we have Germans that play. People that are born in Germany that play for USA because their grandma or their dad was born.
So you
in
switched
USA.
to soccer, but
Well, I
is
was
it,
trying to relate.
It's the same rules.
I'm trying to relate.
is it the
Same rules, yeah.
Very,
Okay.
Yeah, very similar. So if you
I just
you have to decide,
wasn't sure you
they'll
were
give
doing
you,
No,
you
no,
play
he's
2 or 3 games for the team, but if you play a 4th game, you have to stay with it.
There's
Gotcha.
white stripes on a soccer ball, right?
Oh God.
That's a volleyball. I think that's a volleyball.
How many stop signs are on a soccer ball?
I think that's a
good question.
hexagon. That's an octagon, actually. Hexagon's 5 size.
But there's been stories like that in the last 10 years of guys who were drafted way late that ended up like blooming into star players. So
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, Chris Middleton, he's
Yeah.
the first guy who ever came through the G League and made it to NBA All Star. So
Wow.
yeah, who knows, man?
Mostly his last name, but that's cool.
Yeah.
We probably learned a lot from you.
It's like not what to do.
And I think, and also, dude, Middleton was like he was like a late second round, like 39th overall pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of the year they drafted Giannis? And this year, how much bigger he was?
Oh yeah, he's filled out. Yeah,
Dude,
and
he
he's,
put on like 6 inches in height.
yeah, he got taller too. Yeah,
That's what it looked like in that picture.
it looked like it. Yeah.
He grew up,
Oh man.
done grown up.
Well,
Just
he's
like Dennis Rodman did that too.
26 now, right? He's 26.
I think
Yeah.
So he was
we talked
18
about
when
it
he was
earlier.
drafted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right at 18.
Why'd he go to war?
And actually, now, Todd, you brought up a fact off air saying this draft, you got no.
High school phenoms.
Right?
There you go.
Well, not top picks. I'm sure there's some in there,
Yeah.
but before you were seeing them, and I think that they had a little bit of a change where you got to go play elsewhere. That's why the balls were going and playing overseas rather than coming right out. They made a little change, so you had to at least go do the one and done, which kind of ruins college.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And there's a couple of those in here, Mobley.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of freshmen.
Well, what?
It's gonna be
So,
interesting.
Who you picking if you got a little TGS action over here? I mean, are you just going to go with the homer and you're going to go Florida State?
If I could have 2 picks, 5 and 8, and I couldn't trade them, I would go with Barnes, and then I would go with Kisper. From Gonzaga. I mean, he's an imbecile guy, but he can shoot. He's the only probably real true shooter, I think, in the draft.
So you're wanting one defensive guy and one offensive guy at pick 8 is what you're hoping
I think
happens?
that those both are good players on both ends of the court. I don't see a loss in either one of those. Both of those players just came from an Elite 8 run. Florida State, I think, made it to the final 8, or at least Sweet 16. But still, he's been playing with high-level coaching with Richardson. He understands how to be a team player, not just a starter, not all about me. I'm the 6th man. I get to play when I get to play, you know?
All right, so this sounds like it's turning into a bet because I'm sperminating the guy that no one else picked here. from the G League. All right. I think going to the G League, you're learning some fundamental skills there you're not going to pick up in college. I think they're going to be more translatable, and I'm talking about Jonathan Kuminga. Yeah. So I'm thinking we get a little pick 5 action here, or even if it doesn't happen with pick 5, pick 8. If for some reason all 3 of these, none of these 3 go to pick 5, then we'll use pick 8 as a default, all right?
Hold on a second.
Because you said you're taking the FSU guy, right?
Kuminga?
Yeah, I'm taking Kuminga.
From Congo?
Easy now.
No, I'm not. I think Sudan has the highest average height of anybody in the world. You got women, their average height is like 6'1". They have some really tall people.
Jonathan Kuminga is 6'8", 220.
Oh, man.
So I'm taking him. Brando, you said you were taking the guy from Tennessee, the 185-pounder, Keon Johnson.
Keon Johnson.
Right? And Todd, you said you were going with Scotty Barnes, your boy, from the Seminoles.
Hold on, I'm confused now because I thought you said Jalen Green was from G League.
He is as well.
And Kuminga.
Yeah, several players playing. It's not just one
So
player in the G League.
What's the bet then? That player that we picked?
Yeah, we're picking
who's going to go
who the
fifth
Magic.
round?
Yeah, pick 5 to the Magic. And if for
okay.
some reason maybe they get someone else that's not off this list, and still one of these 3 fall to pick 8. So we're just hoping, but yeah, if it's just one, we're going pick 5, Magic pick one of these 3. So we each got a player.
Okay.
And then does this mean we get to spin this?
We're only picking one player?
For the pick. So for pick
the
5,
Magic, yeah.
for the pick 5, I'm taking Barnes. So, right? Is he taking pick 6?
Barnes, Keon Johnson.
Oh, wait, because this is a little different now. So am I taking pick 6? Is that what I'm doing?
No.
Okay.
We're all just
confused.
guessing on who the Magic are going to pick at pick 5.
At pick 5. Okay.
Yeah, and if the default is pick 8. If for some reason at pick 5 the Magic don't pick any one of these 3, maybe they pick one of these 3 at pick 8.
I think we should have another pick for pick 8.
Gotcha.
Well, that's even harder to prognosticate. I mean, it's hard. It's hard enough here. Luckily, the 3 prospects between the 2nd and 4th pick are clumped together. So, I mean, if one of those guys fall to pick 5, I mean, you know what I mean? Jalen Green or Mobley or something fall to pick 5. Obviously, the Magic are going to go with that. So, but
Gotcha.
I just want to spin this thing. Is this how this thing works? I haven't been here for
I'm
weeks.
Go Jalen Green if he's on the board.
Oof.
No, well,
If you think he's still be that, so I'm gambling on if he's still going to be around and pick 5.
All
Right?
right,
That's a
okay.
big gamble, but I don't think it's
All
a
right.
huge gamble
All right.
because there's a lot of talent.
Another one I've been
You got
hearing
Gerard
about.
Butler, you got Jalen Suggs, you got
Book Night. I've been hearing his name spit
Yeah.
around a whole lot. But
get the other cat from Baylor that we were just talking about.
Kispert?
No, there was another guy.
David Mitchell? Davion Mitchell?
And Mosley was what?
Mobley's from
Mobley. Mobley.
Are you talking about Gonzaga?
he's from
Suggs?
Alabama or something.
No,
But he's already gone.
talking about the other guy from Baylor that's a stud, Gerard Butler.
He's not
You got
even
Gerard
in here.
Butler too. So anyway, I'll go with Jalen Green. What the heck? Yeah, you gonna spin the board, Danny? Come on, get it on.
We gotta spin this.
What's
But
he
last
gonna
time I
spin it
spun
for,
this
though?
board, so the loser, right?
Huh? Loser for what?
The loser gets.
The loser.
All right.
That's a weak spin.
I
You gotta
didn't
do
want to
better
go
than that.
hardcore.
Pass
No, this
to
thing.
your choice.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then it
spin it
happens.
again.
Go ahead. You spin it, Todd. Let it roll. Price is Right style. There you go. All right.
I don't even
Todd
know.
flexing on the spin here.
20 push-ups.
Physical one.
20 push-ups.
Oh,
You already have one 20
wow.
push-up
That's the one
bet.
I lost. I owe 20
Yeah.
push-ups. I owe 20 push-ups, 20 burpees, and 20 sit-ups.
Yeah.
Did you do all these things?
Not till everybody's here.
Are you serious?
That
I'm
is-
training right now.
You
training
won.
right-
You won a dart
my
bet
God.
against Liz and John Marcotti.
Yeah, I don't want to throw a dart at John Marcardi.
By the way, his name is Marcotte.
I like Marcotti better. It sounds more like a baseball player. But I'll throw the dart. I mean, it'd be fun. I'll throw it at him if you'll let me in on the bet.
You talking about dildo
I was
darts?
kind of on your
Yes.
side anyway. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
dildo
half
darts.
the time.
we need to get with Evan. We need to buy a prosthetic boudier like Kim Kardashian.
I
and
asked
put
him
a
about it. He
bullseye
says
on
he
it.
can do it, but you're going to give him a little time. I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
he'll have
busy.
some time for this bet.
I'll give him some. We'll help him out with that. I don't even know what we're doing. What's going on here?
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Are you guys scared of 20 push-ups?
I can actually do 20. I don't think I could get over 25 or 30, but I can get in 20.
When's the
One
draft?
sitting?
Oh, yeah. One time, yeah.
When's the draft?
Knuckles?
We got to do this in one sitting, right?
Knuckles
We can't be
or-
doing one and then waiting a week and another one.
Hey, I like to budget my
No, this
exercise.
is- No. Dirt, don't let us get away with this.
Why do
This
you
is
think
20
I only-
push-ups at once.
Why do you think I only walk to the mailbox once a day?
Oh, my gosh.
He doesn't walk back. He walks to the mailbox and he just goes, "Oh, I guess I'll
Takes
just
a nap. Yeah.
Where's the Uber at?
I'll walk this far."
He gets down there and he's like, his wheel's not here yet. Oh, fuck it, I'll wait.
Unbelievable. Who wears the leash in your relationship with Maggie?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she didn't even have a collar on. Actually, her leash is my belt. Her old collar is my belt.
Wow, that's what happened.
I made her this collar, then she didn't like it, so I turned it into my belt because ropes don't go off in metal detectors, so you don't got to take them off when you go to the airport.
You are a hillbilly.
What's
You
going
are
on
a
over
hillbilly.
Garfield, I'm sorry.
His belt is his dog's old collar. Is that what I just heard?
It's got Cobra Stitch on it.
Damn, that is badass, man.
That's my baby.
You need to change your name to Firebird Todd.
I'm not Firebird, bro.
Firebird.
You change yourself to Firebird.
Fireball.
I'm not changing to Firebird. Well, you changed to fucking Firebird,
Golden
jackass.
frosty
flakes.
flake hair, orange cake.
Hey,
eater.
I got shampoo for my dandruff, special, and it costs a lot of money.
just for men. I hate to hear
No.
that you're into that, man.
Well, I mean,
Dick.
it's a prescription shampoo.
It's all natural right here. This mullet,
Have you ever washed your hair?
full moons.
Oh yeah,
There's a full moon tonight.
there's a full moon tonight.
That's hilarious.
I need
the
a river.
peak is
I
at
need a river.
10:36 tonight. 10:36 is the peak
Can you
maximum.
take me
I
to that
just looked
church?
at this.
Maybe they can wash me in the holy water.
Oh my God! You'll burn alive, Todd.
The
Good
water is
God.
boiling. What's going on?
Oh my God!
Well, it's the first time we've seen this.
Why are you judging me? I don't judge you.
Oh my God! You kept talking about my nipples. What do you
I
mean?
was talking about your sternum line, all right?
Danny's wearing a Browns hoodie,
Because you didn't have no cleavage.
but he doesn't have a shirt on underneath, and he's from Cleveland. He always fucking.
Well, that's the way we do it. We're
Yeah.
guardians.
Yeah, so he's showing a little cleavage, and Todd is he's drooling.
I like dirty river water, so come on.
He's got the Danny's got the Steven Tyler titty action going on right now. It's like just from he turns too quickly and the shirt moves and you see.
you have
it
a
in the-
daughter?
Hey, last
Do
time
you
I
have a
went-
daughter, Danny? By
Last
chance?
time I went skinny dipping in Cleveland, I caught on fire. Okay, let's relax.
Oh man,
Oh man, is he?
So coming up this
Holy
week,
water.
besides the NBA draft, we also have NFL training camps open.
Yeah.
Is there anything else coming up this week? What do you got going on, Brando?
oh man. I mean, I'm going to be watching a lot of Olympics. I'm excited about that. There's the Olympics baseball. I think I'm going to get into that fully. So we'll be talking about that next week. Table tennis is fun. Those long sessions. That's really exciting to watch.
Bet I can beat you at table tennis.
Maybe. Just kicking it, hanging out, watching some stuff. Maybe, of
beer
course,
on cake.
might do some pouring beer on cake. Might do some kayaking.
Attaboy.
Every week, got to do that. Get that in.
What about you, Todd?
I'm be Gold Cupping it this weekend. Mexico's against who are they playing? They're playing not Canada. Who is it? I'm trying to think. Qatar, not Qatar. Qatar is actually.
When
in
you
this.
say gold cupping it, I'm thinking
Yeah.
something completely different.
Same here. That's the first thing I
I was
thought.
like, what kind of gold?
Where are your minds at tonight, guys? I'm talking about soccer. USA's playing Jamaica Sunday night. Mexico's playing. I think they might be playing Qatar.
Speaking of cups, I got these cups at the Tampa Bay Rays game.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. And
Wow, that is cool.
yeah, if you fill this up with chilled water, you can drop your nuts right down in here.
Put it on the wheel.
That's
Nut
funny
drop.
because it's orange juice.
And I didn't tell you guys, but Yeah, I didn't tell you guys. And
Orange
it's
cake.
pretty cool too.
That
So-
is great.
It-
I
I was-
think I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a
so
little
cool.
bowl. You drink your vodka out of it. That little
I'd
cap
store
with
my
your
wheat-
straw in right here.
in there.
You could, yeah. But I did find an actual ball koozie. It's a real thing.
man,
I'm
you
getting the details for you guys on this. Yeah, it's a jacuzzi
Is it a nut jacuzzi?
for your nuts.
He came up with this idea like 15 years ago, and I called him an idiot.
Yeah.
And apparently, I was a bad friend because somebody else ran with the idea and got rich off of
Yeah.
No.
Jacuzzi for your balls, and I'm going to be promoting and selling these ball jacuzzis.
Can I invest in this on Robin?
Also, I'm going to Dirty Heads tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
it.
right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be getting
What kind of music is it?
Sublime-ish, but kind of more fun with pepperish kind of style, I guess. I don't know.
Hopefully, if our sick MVP here, Liz,
Her
who's
girlfriend already committed. She loves them.
I know
She
she
can go there and
sounds-
get everybody sick.
She
It's gonna
sounds
be great.
Oh no.
she sounds very
She's only got like flu.
ready to
nothing
go.
else.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
That's
like she's
okay. That she'll just
really-
give everybody flu.
Yeah, they tested. They're cleared. But
For being lesbian? Did they?
Oh, come on now.
it's hard to respond to after that one. But what the hell were we just talking about?
You weren't here last week. I had to
Unbelievable.
deal with it.
We were almost out of this one.
You were asking me what I was doing. I got ramrodded by plastic
ram-
cups over here.
You got ramrodded.
I think that's what you did to the toilet earlier. Is that what you're calling
But I
the
love
plunger?
these cups. I'll tell you guys more about the ball jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do want to hear a lot about.
Is this
the
like
ball
a
jacuzzi.
developing story? Like, are you still waiting for more info
Yeah.
from these guys? or
Is
what?
this bursting news?
Emailing back and forth with them and getting it set up probably by next week.
It doesn't run on electricity,
We'll
does
be able
it?
to order one online. It's battery powered.
Okay, good. I didn't want to have to take
It
shock.
sends a soothing bubble around your ball sack as it soothes them.
We can
Sounds
do
like a
this on
pleasure
air.
tool. We
This
can,
is what's
yeah.
happening. This
Yeah.
does not sound like a punishment.
Wait, so we can all sit here with and have them and use them while
Yeah,
we're doing the show?
sure.
No,
That'd
we
be
can't
amazing.
afford four. We're just gonna have to share the same one.
Speak for yourself.
And we can't afford four loads of water in this thing either. So we're gonna have to share the same water, guys.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, well that was obvious. Yeah.
they come in
If
like
not, I'll
ball
use-
size?
We should use the grease out of the fry.
Do they come with like extra large sack size? Or
What for
I
Maggie?
mean, like what?
No,
Everybody's nuts are a little different.
Your balls aren't going to drown, Todd, if that's what you're worried about.
But they're probably going to find the bottom is what I'm worried about.
well,
that might
considering
not be
that,
They're hanging out in the deep end.
considering that I can see one kind of at the over by your ankle there coming out of your jeans. So.
Good Lord, Todd.
Todd's balls are going to have those little inflatable floaties on like toddlers have in the pool.
Muscle ups.
Just so they don't get dragged into the jacuzzi.
Now,
Good
if you
idea.
Make those. Yeah, good idea. Make money off of that.
Accessories, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Aftermarket accessories.
All for the protection of the grapes.
a little mini towel that goes around just your balls.
Everyone's nuts matter, man.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, tune in next week. Hopefully, we have our MVP back here for Big T, Little Odd, the guru of good brew, Brando, our producer, Dirt. I'm Danny Feedback. You've been listening to the Ball Busters.